All right. So, welcome to D&D The Ascension, session 38, Protecting the Sword Coast. And we are ready when you are, Havoc.
I just noticed fully the particle effect used on that. It's probably my favorite one out of all the intros.
Yeah.
Snow effect.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. So after watching almost the entirety of last session so I can remind myself of what happened a couple months ago, let's go ahead and get our recap out of the way. Just a reminder that Fourth will be here a little bit later. Work to do. So we're going to go ahead and start without him. But last session, you decided to rest here in the dungeon after slaying all the giants as well as the bugbears that were guarding it. You had released a bunch of orcs that were being held prisoner here. After doing so, you saw that these orcs were treating you amicably. They were treating you not necessarily as full-on saviors, but ones to be respected due to your battle prowess, if nothing else. They agreed to guard you while you rested, so you retired back to this giant known as the Keeper's Quarters, and rested there. After resting, you spoke with the orcs. They told you about a problem that they had with the current situation here in the caverns. They told you that there were lizards and troglodytes in the caverns, and that they needed to go if, peace was going to reign here, lest they have troglodytes to deal with otherwise. Though it seemed that the troglodytes weren't openly attacking the orcs, they weren't able to leave due to these lizards that were keeping them around and refusing to let them leave, probably for a food source. So you decided to go ahead and help them out and try to defuse this whole situation with something you do very well, which is murder. You went into the cavern beyond the large orc refuge and found a large clan of troglodytes here, creatures that you'd seen before and hadn't been on friendly terms before, but these ones didn't act hostilely towards you, actually moved away from you, kind of scared-like. Beyond their cavern, you found another small room beyond there that held a couple of very, very large elder giant lizards, along with several smaller ones. Of course, combat broke out. The combat didn't last very long, the group taking care of them. However, Urul, the orc that you had been talking to, seeming the leader of the prisoners of the orcs that were prisoners, was slain during combat. One of the elder giant lizards just almost biting him in two. But feeling that he didn't need to stay that way, a revivify spell brought him back to life after combat had concluded. After the fight, you spoke with the orcs some more and learned of another passage that led down to another room in the southwestern part of this cavern system. As you ventured into it, clearing some rubble and then moving through the doorway that had been blocked, the smell as well as the presence of this chamber was wrong. It made your hair stand up on end and you felt like you were being watched almost. As you moved into this chamber, you saw an altar at the far end of it that radiated this evil malintent as well. After investigating around the chamber and not finding anything else, Markinor decided to go to the altar, and in doing so he did his best not to look at anything, but was able to glance at an abyss-like wall behind the altar, and as he did so, everyone heard a voice say in your heads, "Stare into the abyss, and it will stare back." With much uncertainty, Markinor decided to look at the abyss-like wall, this glass mirror that was placed behind the altar, and then immediately proceeded to go insane. He started writhing on the floor, jabbering and screaming as he did so. The party immediately tried to act, trying to destroy the wall, this mirror on the wall, as well as using some various magic to try to cure Markinor of his insanity, but nothing seemed to work. Lost my place. Ultimately, you all decided to start staring into the mirror, starting with Berwyn, to see if you could fight back against this presence that had driven your friend insane and figure out what was causing it. Unfortunately, the same madness came over you. Finally, Kaylin moved forward and also stared at this mirror-like abyss. And this time, she was able to fight off the presence of the insanity. And as she did so, on the altar itself, a ring appeared. As she investigated this ring, it seemed to have a sentient presence within it, and it told you to place the ring on the fingers of your friends who were affected by the madness. Doing so cured the madness. This ring of mind shielding was able to cure it completely. Unfortunately, another problem presented itself as Berwin was still in his fire elemental form and had been driven so mad he could not willingly drop it. So, knowing that he had a few hours left of this, you decided to keep him in the room and do your best to rest there, but for most of you it being somewhat difficult with a fire elemental occasionally running headlong into you. But ultimately you were able to wait it out and catch Berwin and then place the ring on his finger, curing his madness as well. Everyone is now safe from it. And that is where we're going to start the session for the evening. You find yourselves just out of this eerie chamber where madness had consumed some of you. Moved off to a side where you found that a large chamber seemed to have been started to be excavated, but a cave-in, a collapse had happened, making it nigh impossible without days at least of work to try to start clearing some of the rocks to your south. With that, you figured this was a decent place to rest. I believe you all took a long rest at this point.
Yeah.
So, at that point, everyone leveled up to level 12. You have gone much through this place, almost in its entirety. And there's still much to do. You still haven't gotten a lot of answers as to what is causing this giant menace on the Sword Coast. So, what do you want to do?
Well, having really no solid plan, Markinor's going to grab the map that we had gotten while we were in here, and just take a glance over and see if I can find. Wait, was it a map or was it? It's been so long. Was it a map or was it a list of like places they planned on going?
You had gotten from the chamber upstairs. Mm-hmm. You found some stuff as I stall for a few moments so I can pull out my notes. Let's see, that was that one. Those rooms, okay. You had found in those a map of the steading itself. You found a few bone tubes that showed some instructions on our next raid, signed by someone named Eklavdra. You had seen that the raids were far to the south of your current position, quite a ways away from you, and it seems like they were planned for at least a 10-day ahead of your current date at this point, so it's not for some time when this planned attack was supposed to happen by the giants here in the steading, who are pretty much all dead, so you think that attack's probably not going to happen now.
Markinor will kind of look at the group and say, well, I don't really have any other suggestions. Perhaps we should just try to head back home and figure out what to do next. What was the name of the dwarves that were going to accompany us back to Blasendale? The leader of that group, I guess. Because we promised them we would accompany them back, because they said they had nowhere to call home, and we told them they could come back to Blasendale and perhaps even set up a smith shop there.
Yeah, they had said they were gonna go back. You saw the dwarves were, a couple of them were, there were 5 dwarves. 4 of them were, normal people for the most part, commoners. However, one of them seemed to be a bit more savvy in the arts of combat and such, a bit more of a veteran type fighter. Probably able to make their way back by themselves, and they had actually taken off to head towards Blasingdale already.
Okay, good.
Yeah, as far as things that may hint, and like I said, I'll kind of give you all a little bit of help here just because it has been some time. You have found a lot of stuff here in this place, a lot of loot and magical items and money, especially money, in this place. If you recall, there was a room when you first came down into the dungeon level of the steading, where you had found some illusions that were hiding weapons and such, and alongside another illusion, which was like this broken barrel that had a like a they describe it. Let's see. A watertight cask was in it. That's the one thing y'all haven't actually examined.
Oh, right.
I believe that's on Kaylin's person, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I missed part of that. I just got a phone call, so it's over. But what was on my person?
Watertight.
Yeah, there was a. Yeah, the same room that y'all found the
the water tank.
powerful arrows, the spears, and stuff like that. You found a watertight cask that you just kind of threw into the bag to look at later.
Yeah, probably should look at that then.
It is later.
It is
Yeah.
later.
It is later, and there's not much fighting us right now, so it'd be a good time to
Good.
pull that out and identify it.
Okay. So as you look at it, you see that the cask itself seems pretty mundane. It is, excuse me, it is sealed with this wax across the top of it, thus making it watertight. As you cut the seal and pop it open, taking the lid off, inside of it you see what appears to be a piece of parchment, as well as what appears to be an obsidian box.
Okay. Probably take the parchment out first and see what it says, if anything.
As you're looking over the parchment, you see that it doesn't really have words on it, but it's rather a map. As you're looking over this map, you see that it shows a location with an X mark far to the north. Even from where you are now, kind of close to the spine of the world. It is up in the glacial rift, or the glacial areas up above that. Kind of up to the northwest a bit towards the Sea of Moving Ice.
Boy, treasure map. But I don't have a good feeling about said treasure map. And then the box, is it sealed?
Nope, just closed.
Just closed, okay.
What's in the box?
Yeah, I know what's in the box. Detect magic, I want to... Does it radiate any?
You get very faint, very, very faint of something within the box of conjuration magic.
Okay. I suppose I should be methodical about this and check it. Just investigate the box, make sure there's no traps and crazy ass, stupid 5,000 year sleep potions and crap.
Give me an investigation check.
Yeah.
As you go across it, you can tell the box is very ornate and such, but it seems to have been well hidden in its previous location, so you see no locks or anything on it. Nothing untoward, no traps.
Alright, well, I guess I'll open the box and see what's inside.
As you look inside, opening the box, nothing exploding, thankfully. You see that there are two things inside here. You see, the first thing you pull out is this long, thin chain. You see this chain was kind of stacked up to the top of the box. It's got to be at least like 50 feet long or something. And alongside inside there, you see another piece of parchment rolled up. As you pull out this chain and kind of set it aside, you see the chain is made of this kind of weird black metal. But on the parchment, you see what appeared to be instructions, possibly. Can you read Giant?
I can read anything.
Okay. Oh yeah, Eyes of the Roomkeeper. Sweet. So yeah, not really discerning exactly what this is written in, you just know it. You see that there's instructions on here. And there are instructions to use this chain, which appears to be a magical device. The instructions dictate that you place the chain on the ground, on a flat surface rather, looped into a figure-8 shape. When it is, once it's configured this way, it can transport up to 1 giant or 6 human-sized persons standing in each loop of the figure 8 to a location, and the location is tied to maps that one person is holding in their hands while they're standing within it.
Okay, now that sounds interesting. I'm going to pass this on to the group and say, seems like this thing will let us teleport to a location on a map that someone's holding. Be us giant-sized or regular-sized, like we are. So it might be a way to find out what this other map from this cask is talking about and where X marks the spot.
Wait,
you said a map? Any map?
It said a map. I'm not sure if it was any map. It just the description was a map that is.
Yeah.
Was it any map or a map?
It's a map in tune with the item.
Okay.
Got it.
So it's not we could just make a map and I want to go here.
Yeah, not quite that powerful.
Okay. Okay.
No, yeah.
Double checking.
So we could use it. To do that. Okay.
You can tell that this map that shows a location to the north is in tune with this item.
Yeah. And it doesn't say anything about returning, or is it just a one? Doesn't seem to think it's a one way.
Doesn't mention anything about it, no.
Okay.
Well.
So yeah, we could, from what I can tell, we could use this map and this chain to transport to the location shown on this map we found way to the north, which would save us a lot of time getting there, but I don't know how we'd get back.
Well, what concerns me is not knowing who actually has this other map and what we're going to get ourselves into.
Yeah, no, I'm with you on that. Might be something we want to.
Yes, we could
Wait
be
on.
dropping into a death trap if we take this. We don't know what's on the other side.
Well, not like that hasn't happened to us before.
I like to limit that to as few times as possible.
Yeah, I don't disagree. I just would. I'd rather make sure we're prepared and have everything we need if we did want to attempt this. I think maybe we should weigh our options. Maybe go back, talk to the. I forget who we asked. Who started this quest?
The mayor in a village we went to? Or was it even a city?
Somebody in the city, I thought. Oh, been forever.
The problem with being so long in between sessions.
Y'all had ventured out. You had been called from Blasingdale, where you were on downtime after your trip to Thay.
Yeah.
You had ventured out to.
Did we go to Neverwinter?
Neverwinter, yes, thank you.
That's what it was,
Neverwinter, where you had found, you had been summoned by a group of lords and ladies, not super powerful ones, but ones that ruled over different estates and lands and such all along the Sword Coast, who were looking for adventurers to solve this giant problem that was happening.
How far was that trip, or how long was that trip? From Neverwinter to here?
Sword Coast map. Oh. Rectify that real quick.
Was it a week, or was it a week from Blasingdale to Neverwinter?
It was a while, because y'all are up near the the Spine of the World at this point.
Yeah.
1 second, there's Sword Coast. Put that real quick. Okay, so let's see. About that. It's funny. Alright, and just so y'all can see it here. Okay. So you guys, big old map. This is one from the other campaigns. So you guys are up like, it'll be red, sure. Y'all are up like here-ish.
Okay.
Maybe not quite that far north. It isn't super like snowy and stuff where you are, but it's on the edge of that kind of weather precipice, I suppose. The mark on the map that you saw, you're able to determine that it is somewhere like way up there. It is going to take you several weeks to just walk there on foot.
So it's north of the fucking wall. Screw that shit.
Can you, because I don't think we have ever nailed this down, can you give us a location of where Blasendale is and drop a pin there?
Sure.
So I don't think we ever really nailed down exactly where it was.
It was east of Mirabar. All of your adventures have been kind of in the northern reaches of the Sword Coast. It's around there, around your white pin.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So we're actually not that far from
Yeah.
we're just far from Netherwinter. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
y'all took a lot of time to get there.
yeah.
I'm double checking the location real quick, so just in case I'm wrong.
Yeah. That. So I looked to try to find out where Blasendale was on a map, and I can never. It said that it was up to DM's discretion, the location, because it's not actually a location on the map.
Blasingdale is tied into. Oh wait, no, it's actually the other direction.
Yeah, I thought it was south.
No, it's actually northwest of Mirabar. Oh, I have these flip. That's why. Okay, yeah, y'all are there. Blasingdale is like there.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, because Blasingdale, the whole reason y'all had gone there is because of Kundrakar, the place that you gone to in the Forge of Fury module.
Yeah.
This town was about 30 miles outside of the Stone Tooth, that forested peak at the southern spine of the world reaches. So y'all are still pretty close to home at the very least, which kind of, you know, when explaining to those dwarves and such, they're like, oh yeah, I mean, Mirabar's not too far away, so your town shouldn't be much further, we can go there. It'd still probably be about close to a 10-day to get there on foot, but
yeah. All right. So with that, do we want to head back to Blasendale, prepare, and then use the map then? Do the teleport thing?
Yeah, we could do that.
okay, so head out of the steading, kind of knowing your way around. You want to head to the west and head back towards Blasingdale?
Yes.
Yeah.
Since we're going to be passing, I mean, even if we went on foot, we would be passing by it anyway. So,
Right.
yeah, we'll head back to Blasendale.
Yeah. Ew, gross. Get those out of here. One second. So, with that, you bid the orcs farewell here, and decide to start heading back to the west. No giants to oppose you are left, unfortunately for them. So you start heading off. It takes you about... I think it's going to take a few days if I remember correctly, but let me double check. So going normal, it's going to take you about 5 days to get there. Maybe a little bit, maybe 4 days if you were traveling very fast, but that would be very taxing. But with 5 days of travel, you'll be able to get back to Blasingdale from the steady. As you make your way back into this village, passing by familiar landmarks, you've seen Mirabar a couple times in your travels, but never really stopped there. You pass through the city and then continue heading to the west. As you make your way into Blasingdale, it's grown a bit over the course of your adventures since the first time you came here. The town's expanded a bit under the Duke and the leadership there, as well as your notoriety, causing people to flock to this location as well. See, your keep is still in well upkeep, being managed by others as you're away, as was the agreement that you made. And you're able to find a few shops have sprung up over the last couple 4 or 5 months or so. So you might be able to, restock on basic goods. Still no magic shops, just basic weapon shops here in Blasingdale. But you could definitely restock on basic supplies and such here. And you find yourself back in Blasingdale.
I need to see if there's any basic supplies I need, other than rations, probably. And actually, I don't even need rations, because, well, snowy area, I'll probably need rations.
Also very cold. Might want a jacket.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what.
Can we get Yeti skin pelts?
Yeti skin. You'll have to go up to this place called Icewind Dale first. I will say, this being up to the north reaches, you'll be able to find suitable winter clothing and such for nominal cost. For all of you, it's going to cost 14 silver pieces.
For like warmer clothes and stuff.
Yeah, jackets and heavy duty boots, and that's pretty much everything. That's all your winter clothing you'll ever need.
IKEA rugs.
Alright, I'll do that, and then check rations. Let's see how many I have. Yeah, I'm gonna grab probably a couple 10-day worth of rations. And I'm just looking to see if there's anything that I might actually need, like anything outside of what I already have. I think for the most part I'm good to go.
I'm pretty much just grabbing rations.
It'll be 5 silver pieces for a day of rations, so just multiply that out. How many days you're grabbing? They weigh 2 pounds each, just keep that in mind. Y'all do have like bag of holdings and stuff, so
yeah,
makes that a bit trivial.
Yeah, you can clean out the bag of holding.
Yeah, I have one too. I need to actually go through and yeah, this will be fun. I need to bring up my notes because it's been forever since I've looked at this. I have 376 pounds worth of stuff.
Yeah. The reason
another thing, just for another thing in there. I forgot I added this onto it. I should have added to the notes here. The magical chain, right? It attunes itself to a map. You can tell that it's investigating it, especially Kaylin, who's holding onto it and studying it and such. It doesn't require attunement with it or anything, but you can see that it'll attune itself to a map. This map can have up to 3 points assigned onto it that it will allow transportation to.
Oh, I misunderstood.
That was I read you what was written, and I changed that. So
gotcha. Because okay, that makes sense. So, but there's like a marking on the map already, though, that told us where this other place was.
Yes,
yeah,
the map the map that you found alongside it inside that cask, it is attuned to. You can see that it's a map of kind of the northern reaches. At the southern end is kind of you see it doesn't go down as far as like Waterdeep or anything, but you can see it goes just south of Neverwinter to like the Netherwinter Wood and such, and then kind of squares off to the Lurkwood and the Evermore swamps, and then goes all the way to the north up to the Endless Icy. You can tell it's, like I said, it's attuned to this map, so it will read up to 3 locations on this map and allow you to teleport to them.
Gotcha.
But it can only be used once per day.
Got it.
Okay. So I have like a million fucking rubies and gems and stuff like that. And jewelry, lots of jewelry. That I'm all of this I'm holding onto in my pouch, along with 270 pounds worth of coin. Just saying.
This is something you're gonna get used to.
I'm,
I will say, like I said, it took you 5 days to get here.
Yeah.
During that process, Kalen, you could have learned the magical properties of this chain as well as this map and such.
Yeah.
You could have marked 2 more places and had the map attuned to those places up till now. So if you want to mark like Neverwinter or something, so maybe you could go there to sell stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would be possible.
Waterdeep would be a good suggestion, or Neverwinter.
I think he said it didn't go that far south.
Oh, it doesn't?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, so I think
cuts off before
Neverwinter is probably our best bet for that.
Yeah.
And then probably Blasingdale so we can get back to our location quickly.
Agreed. So basically, we can
that's what I'd go
travel
with.
there, and once we travel there, we just have to wait a full day before we could travel back. So we would just
Yeah,
stay
well,
a
with
day
the amount of
and-
stuff we have to sell, I think it'd take us most of a full day anyway.
Yep. Okay, yeah, let's try that then. Go sell us a bunch of stuff. I'm
shopping.
going to dump all of the coin that I have into a chest. So I'm not carrying 200 pounds worth of coins in this bag of holding.
Okay.
Because we're going to have to put 200 pounds of coins back in here anyways.
That is one thing I will warn you mechanically. There is a lot of stuff that you can get in this, so...
Yeah. Okay, so just so you guys are aware, and because I'm keeping notes of how much we have for everything, if you guys want to split, do you want to just split up the gold and platinum now?
Yeah, that's fine.
Split it 4 ways and go from there. So then let's do this.
All right. While y'all are splitting that up, I'm assuming your intent is to teleport to Neverwinter.
Yeah.
Go about there, maybe do some shopping, selling, and such, which is perfectly fine. I'm going to leave it very open for y'all to do that, especially in between.
Well, also
the
to
adventures.
talk to those lords and ladies and crap.
Right.
Since we're there.
Okay. All right. So just start. Do your thing with the money and everything, and go ahead and start thinking about anything you may want to buy. Because Neverwinter is a pretty big city. It's still partially in ruin. Lord Dagalt Neverember is in the process of rebuilding Neverwinter at this point. But it's still a sprawling city. Lots of opportunity for adventurers to shop around and haggle. So if you want to look around for anything, get that in mind. And while y'all do that, I'm going to step away for a couple of seconds. Be right back.
So each of you will receive the following: 710 platinum pieces, 2,622 gold pieces.
What was that again?
2,622.
22, okay. Got it.
And then I will... Okay. Kalen, do you have any specific gems that you need for spell components?
I don't have... Well, let me make sure. I don't believe so.
I don't think I fully updated my character sheet.
No, Herbal Incest, that's not it. No, I don't think I need anything in particular.
Okay. I'm going to take. So we have 2 1,000 gold diamonds.
Yeah.
And 4 500 gold diamonds.
I'm back.
Welcome back. I'm going to take those.
That's fine.
And
I know you can use them.
Yeah, and I'm going to hold on to the 3 rubies that we have as well because they could be used, and I'll just keep all of those in the pouch.
Yep.
Just in case we need a spell component for something, those would be good to hold on to. The emerald, the sapphire, and just the generic gems we don't need. But the rubies and the diamonds are really important, so I'm going to hold on to those. So okay, I have... Does anybody need jewelry for anything?
Style points.
I mean, I need it all the time just to look pretty, but somehow I don't think that's all that.
I have a bunch of jewelry here, Havoc. Would you say that, like, the 1,000 gold piece jewelry would be, like, platinum rings and things like that?
It's gonna have, like, some inset jewels in it, along with, gold, golden chain itself, and then exquisite craftsmanship and such with it.
Right.
It would probably have 2 or 3 somewhat expensive jewels in it as well.
I'm actually looking more for the band. I need to know if it is like a platinum band ring, or if there are any of those. I have 8 1,000 gold, 8 500 gold, and 1 million lower than that. I'm just
a literal million.
Literal, like 30 for 250, 16 for 100. So I'm just trying to figure out, would any of those be like, because it has to be. So what I'm looking for is a pair of platinum rings worth at least 50 gold each.
Yeah, and it just says jewelry on what I gave you, right?
It just says jewelry in here. That's why I figured I would ask.
Okay, so I'll say most of the most expensive stuff is things like amulets and headdresses, crowns, and things like that. Lots of jewels in them, upping their value. Some of the smaller stuff, about we'll say about 30% of them are made of platinum, raising their value up a bit. So you can do the math there for what you need there, and it's fine.
I could just literally, as long as there are 2 platinum rings out of even the 100 gold, that's all I need. So if
you'll be able to
that's the
find that
case,
easily.
Then I'll take 2 off of this list, and I'll put those into my spell components. That way I have them.
So I was looking through my random stuff that I didn't even look at for a while. I have 2 potions of healing and 5 potions of greater healing on my person.
Nice.
Somebody else want those?
I'd take a couple of greater healings.
Hey,
I can throw them in here in the bag. I have
I'm just saying.
I have 8 potions of healing and 3 greater healing, so I can just throw them in the bag.
That works. I just was like, I don't need them in my inventory.
So, which ones do you have?
2 regular, 5 greater healing.
Okay. We already have 1 greater and 1 superior in here, so that's good.
Yeah.
So you said 5 greater or 4?
5 greater and 2 regular potions.
Okay. And I'll drop those in here.
Get rid of those.
Holy crap, so many things.
I think this is sorely needed for y'all to go to a city.
Okay, yeah. Oh, no, I had or I marked it on my list, the sealed cask.
Well.
But yeah, it's fine, whatever. I'm looking through the list of things that are here. It's like, holy crap, so much stuff. Yeah, let's head to Neverwinter then and start selling stuff.
Okay.
That is the plan. So you guys got your totals on the platinum and gold.
Mm-hmm.
Some insane numbers there. Just saying.
It's like I'm gonna go ahead and make a magic item for the chain, just so it's remembered.
Yeah. Assuming it's not a very big chain.
It's huge. It's like 50 feet of chain.
No, I know it's 50 feet long, but I'm assuming it's not like...
No, it's super thin. It's like, yeah, think like elven chain or whatever. Okay. You know, very, very thin.
Yeah. Because if it's huge weight-wise, that could be a problem.
Yeah, no, it's weighs like 2 pounds. It's super light, but it's a lot of chain. All right, it's in your journal now, Kalen.
Cool.
Chains of teleportation. All right.
Add that.
Cool. Time to go shopping, chat.
So with that, making your preparations and such, you, Kalen pulling out the instructions and rereading them over, goes to the middle of the keep, setting out this chain in a figure 8, and kind of instructs everybody to stand into one of the circles created by that. You all find yourself standing in it, and then Kalen just wills herself to be teleported, along with her comrades, to the place marked over Neverwinter. You see, much like before that you've been in teleportation circles, white light fills your vision, and you feel yourself being moved through space very quickly. It's an unsettling experience. Upsets your stomach a bit every time it happens. But only a few moments seem to pass, and then you find yourself kind of staring and blinking up into the somewhat autumn-esque air this time of year. As you find yourself standing out and looking down to your south, as you start looking around, you see there's a burned into the dirt and grass beneath your feet. There's a figure 8 burned into it, obviously a effect of using this chain. And as you look down to your south, you see that you're just outside the walls of Neverwinter.
Well, at least we survived.
Yeah, and we didn't end up in somebody's, bathroom or someplace we weren't supposed to be.
Damn, missed opportunity.
Not.
All right. So gonna stroll into Neverwinter and look around. What do we see when we first reach through the gate?
As you move into Neverwinter, you remember this city from what you've seen before. It's very kind of industrious. In its depiction, you see smoke pillars coming up from a few places. It's a pretty large city, however. You see that the area is bustling as you move into the cities. You're checked briefly at the gates by some guards, just making sure that you're not carrying any dangerous things or have any ill intent. And aside from your person, you're said, okay, that's fine. You remember that Neverwinter is kind of separated off into multiple districts, rather. After it collapsed years ago, the southeastern district was destroyed by a chasm that opened up there. But you move through it, and you see, coming in from the northwest, along the Sea of Swords, moving into the city, you see that there's a large area here, mostly filled with some small peddler shops and such. You know that the... doing this off of memory is real hard. Give me a second. I don't remember which district was the... I think it was the River District, if I remember correctly, was the shopping district. And that is off to your east from here. It's kind of the northeast quadrant of Neverwinter. Yeah, the city looks bustling and busy. No effects of the giant attack seem to have spread here. People continue to be moving very business-like compared to other places where a lot of people were friendly and outgoing to talk to you. Not so much in Neverwinter. Everybody's very determined to get where they're going or do what they need to do and get on with their lives. So, where do you want to go?
All right. Start heading towards to deal with the trade district. Actually, is there a bank anywhere close by? I could just start trying to transfer gems.
There is a couple of different banks. There is a Money Changers belonging to Neverwinter. This one offers, regular, somewhat lower prices as far as interest and such on there, but it's limited to just Neverwinter. Mm-hmm. So you can only claim your money here or deposit here. However, there are a couple other ones that are more general ones for the Sword Coast that operate in all the major cities, Luskan, Neverwinter, Waterdeep, that you can claim that anywhere along there, but they have a bit more steeper interest prices and such that they take out on large loans and things of that nature. Right. So yeah, plenty of banks.
And do they follow like the standard exchange, like an emerald worth 500, they cash in for 500?
They typically don't take gems.
I mean, if not, then I would just need to find probably a jeweler or somebody that might be interested in
buying. That would be your best bet for gems and such. Okay. The banks generally deal with just coin.
Okay. Yeah. I'll stop at the bank anyways, and try to exchange the 2,600 gold pieces that I have into platinum.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you'd be able to get 260 platinum. Money changing just being direct comparison, so right. No plus or minus there. Just give them gold, they'll give you platinum, or give them silver, they'll give you gold, or whatever.
Okay, so that'll be... Alright, and then, I'll find the jeweler to try to get any other stuff traded in.
Okay.
That's kind of like, right now, that's my purpose. I just want to clear all of this out as much as I can and just, get the funds taken care of first, and then I'll figure out what I'm going to do.
All right. Anybody else looking for anything in particular? You just going around to sell stuff? You looking to buy anything in particular?
I'm always looking for swords and bows.
Okay.
No matter what I have. Just kind of wandering around.
All right. Kaylin, anything?
Yeah. Actually looking for beads of nourishment.
Ooh, I do know what I want. I have so much stuff to get rid of.
So many tabs open right now. This is fun.
You guys should see my list in my inventory chat. It's ridiculous.
Oh, bead of nourishment. Gotcha.
Yeah.
God, I wish this wasn't so picky on D&D Beyond. The S shouldn't matter. Okay. Yeah, you'd be able to find that pretty easily.
Yeah. Kaylin's tired of carrying rations.
Thanks, stay hydrated.
Okay, you just get little beads instead.
Yeah.
Alright, so we'll start with Markinor. Try to flake out a little bit, or waste some time until Fourth hopefully can get here after he gets food, just in case he wants to buy anything.
That's what I was kind of hoping too. I was like, if I can waste some time with doing all this other stuff, maybe he'll be here.
All right, so you're able to easily find as you head over to the River District over to the east. You see that it's approaching midday at this point, so the city is fully alive at this point. Lots of people. All the shops are open that you walk around to. Once again, cities. It's not derelict, but it's dirty, I guess is the easiest way to describe it. You've heard of the splendors of Waterdeep. As far as I know, never been there, but you've heard about the lusk and fancy wards that they have there and such, and they're always very well cleaned and such. Neverwinter, not so much. It definitely looks like a city that is trying to get better. It's like think Great Britain in the middle of the Industrial Age. But you're able to find plenty of shops, several jewelers that you're able to go up to. The one that you end up stopping by is called the Calculating Pygmy. That seems to be a just jewelry shop. They seem to trade in nothing but fancy jewelry as well as jewels and gems of all different kinds. And it's a bit of a nicer shop here in the district. You walk in, there is a human standing behind the counter that kind of addresses you and talks to you, and you let him know that you have a small mountain worth of gems and jewelry that you would like to sell. He says he's willing to barter on that. Offers you initially base price for everything.
Okay.
Doesn't try to gyp you.
Oh, that's good. Then I'm going to pull out the literal mountain of stuff out of this bag.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he knows exactly how much I'm talking.
As you reach into the bag of holding, you start pulling things out. He kind of moves this little table on wheels up next to you and pulls out a little glass to start inspecting things, and you just keep putting more stuff on there. Within 2 minutes, you've filled up this small table, and he kind of looks at it. He's like, "Wait, you have more?" Nod. You hear him yell into the back. 2 other people come out with more little carts, and they start just laying them up there, and then immediately appraising stuff, offering you for them and everything. And you just say yes to everything. It's a process. It takes about 30 minutes for this whole thing to go through.
I'm going to just do the math for the sake of doing the math here. 1 sec. Okay, so I have in gems alone, I have 3,805 gold pieces worth. And he'll take all of them?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Just say this, wait, you have more. I may need to get a cart.
Okay. And then on top of that, this one's gonna be tricky because it's gonna get expensive really quick. Times 250. Oh. Wow, that's a lot. Holy shit. I didn't know how much money I had sitting inside of this bag.
Survive this, you are going to be filthy rich. Just so you know.
I have 20,150 gold pieces worth of random jewelry, excluding the 3 platinum bracelets that I'm currently just holding on to.
Okay. So he sees everything out of this mountain of jewelry. At this point, you see that they've went out and got a couple wooden tables for you to set everything on. They shut and locked the door so that nobody else could come in. As you were going through, they said, we want everything. We have many shops, in Neverwinter, Waterdeep, Baldur's Gates, all these different cities. We could spread it all out and everything, make a killing off of it. But you have to stop and wait for about 30 minutes because they have to go get a loan from the local shop to be able to pay for this. But being the reputable place that this place is, they're able to pay for the 30,000 gold pieces worth of stuff that you have acquired.
Okay. And
We could have
and
made our own shop for that.
yeah, so is there a way that I can get him to have that on like a promissory note from the bank instead of carrying around 24,000 gold pieces?
You could do it in such a way that where you would have like an account set up with
Right.
one of the banks and just redeem it that way. So you could
Okay.
have like a bank account. Essentially, you probably, I would assume, take the one of the general banks of the Sword Coast, so you could redeem it anywhere. But yeah, you could have a bank account with that 30,000 instead of getting it paid out.
Okay, I will put a note in that we currently have a bank account set up in Neverwinter for 23,955 gold pieces. Yeah.
Bank is called Sword Coast Logistics,
That's it.
where you currently have a massive amount of money saved in. And you do have a, let's see. You have an annual 10% interest on that account. So it will make money the longer you leave it in there.
Can I get that in the real world?
Right?
that'd be nice.
Okay, so since we now have that, and I have that in my notes to tell back to the party. With that, the only other thing that I know I really wanted to do, I wanted to try to invest as much money into this +1 shield that I picked up to
Okay.
do the same thing, the adamantine dip that I did before, and the magical casting whenever I use it as the spell casting.
Yeah, turning into a focus for you and
Yep.
then get it coated in anime.
Like the focus part is more after we've spent the time and it's prepared, just me focusing on it and giving my blessing and trying all that. But yeah, I'll whatever it takes, just here. I'll hand over the shield and say, do this. I want it to be this.
Okay. So yeah, it'll cost you 500 gold pieces to get it coated in adamantine.
Mm-hmm.
They say they could probably take care of that within a couple days. They do say if you want it rushed to be done by tomorrow, it'll cost another 50 gold pieces.
Okay. How much did you say to start?
550 total for the rush order.
Oh, okay.
I know it's real expensive.
I look at my almost 1,000 platinum pieces sitting in my my bag of holding. Yeah, let's put a rush on that.
All right, so he agrees, saying, "Yeah, for 550 gold, we'll go ahead and rush that order for you." And they take the shield, kind of nodding and getting the understanding that you want to turn this into a focus. So they promise to put the symbol of Tyr onto it. What's Tyr, right?
Yeah,
Go ahead.
and
Yeah, it's Tyr.
yep. Basically, the way that it was set up before was anytime that it was used as the spell focus, it had that magical effect that made it glow. That emblem can gloat a bit. I could take that to a wizard somewhere and do that. I wouldn't
This guy's
envision
like,
casting a spell on it and making it happen wouldn't be too difficult to find. He
Yeah, it would
on the
just
other
summon-
hand might struggle with it a little bit, but
I'd say Markinor would just need to like spend some time to bless it, essentially, but they can set it up for that for an additional 50 gold if you're willing to pay that.
sure. So Markinor is going to hand him 65 platinum pieces,
Okay.
which should cover the cost of the shield being prepared
Plus all the
and
stuff.
all of that stuff. Yeah. Plus
Alright,
bonus extra for trying to help me out.
Yeah, this old dwarf that you're talking to that owns this somewhat large forge that you stopped by, extremely happy to do business with you. Takes your 65 platinum, says, yeah, come back tomorrow morning, we'll have it ready for you.
Excellent. And one last thing, going to find, probably, would it be the jeweler that would have like spell components like the 200 gold worth of diamond dust?
Yeah, you would be able to just buy jewels from them.
Okay. So while I was there, I'll go ahead and purchase just a straight bag of diamonds. I'll probably trade in one of my 500 gold giant diamonds for a bag of diamonds and 200 gold worth of the diamond dust.
Sure. Yeah, you'd be able to get all of that, especially if you go back to the Calculating Pygmy, or did it while you were there. They'll have plenty of jewels and diamonds and rubies and sapphires and every jewel you can think of there. So,
all right, that's everything for me.
All right. So let's go to Aelion next, I suppose. You said you were looking around for magical weapons, yes?
Weapons, arrows, pretty much anything, you know.
Let's see. So you see a few different magical shops selling everything from. Some of them seem to focus on like scrolls and things of that nature. You do find a couple that do weapons. One is called Embers and Ashes, and the other one is called the Silver Satyr. Which one do you want to go into?
Definitely the satyr.
All right. All right. So as you walk in, go ahead and give me 4 D100 rolls, please. Oh god, that is not muted. Oh god, please, no. Oh god, my ears. It's fine. Alright, so give me a second as I open up another Word document. Alright, let's see. As you walk into the Silver Satyr, you see... Or Satyr? Satyr?
Satyr.
Say that. Satyr? Okay. Silver Satyr. You see there's all sorts of items all over the place. A lot of them locked behind glass cases, seem to be very expensive, probably. As you walk around... you see a bunch of potions. You see... more potions. You see there's a bunch of bags and different... You see some that look like backpacks, some of them that look like kind of satchels and such. You assume all of these are various kinds of bags of holding.
Mm-hmm.
The... several quivers and quivers and such that hold different bolts and arrows and such that all seem to radiate some type of magic. Yeah, you see pretty much anything you could look for as far as like basic items are here. You do see a lot of specialty stuff kind of hidden here and there, armor, small little trinket looking items. Stuff all over the place. As you walk in, there's a male elf standing behind the counter who kind of nods to you in greeting, just asking you, what are you looking for today?
Greetings, friend. Well, I fear I'm off to some sort of trouble, so I'm looking for some help. As you can probably see, I kind of poke around armor with holes in it, and some of the studs missing. I'm like, hoping you could help me out here, maybe. Glancing around, I didn't see anything specific.
What kind of armor are you wearing?
Studded leather.
Studded leather, okay. I don't remember how to use Roll20 or D&D Beyond. 1 second. All right. Kind of fun things he has in stock here. Wow, 9 and a 6 on a D100. Cool. All right. So. You see several, he kind of directs you over to a corner where there's just kind of 3 walled little dressing room kind of set up with a mirror beside it, and off to the left side of that, you see there's just suits of armor hanging on the wall, hanging on mannequins and such. A lot of it is plate armor. You do see a few things of chain and a couple of different leather armor.
So much stuff.
You do see, as you talk about leather armor and such, the man thinks for a moment, says, well, we did have this one item brought to us recently. The adventuring party that found it was full of people who didn't wear armor or wore brochy plates, so this leather armor was useless to them. It's imbued with reinforcement magic. It'll take hits and such and glance them off a bit more than others. But it does have... You see him walking over to this leather armor, and as he's pointing to it, you see there's a bunch of, like, belt buckles, like straps all over it.
Mm-hmm.
With that, he kind of points to it, and he takes one of the straps and unbuckles it, and you see him let go of it as it's unbuckled, and it immediately buckles itself back up. He says, the animated straps on this can assist with drawing and sheathing of weapons. He also points down, you see these different like pockets of different sizes all across the chest and the sides of the armor. He says, these have similar properties as he sticks his hand in one of the larger pockets, and you see his arm disappearing into the pocket as well. He says, they have a similar property to a bag of holding as well. So he basically tells you about this armor is +1 essentially armor. It is leather. Studded leather, it's studded leather. +1 studded leather armor. It has the property with its animated straps that you can draw or stow one more than usual. So if you had like a two-handed or something like that, or stow 2 one-handed weapons when you'd only be able to draw or store only one, you can do that with this armor. It has 6 pockets that are connected to an extra dimensional space. Each pocket can hold up to 20 pounds of material, not exceeding a volume of 2 cubic feet.
Wow, I certainly like that. Oh, well, hello.
Welcome.
Welcome forth.
I'm getting some cool new armor.
Oh.
Just, I kind of nod my assent to the shopkeeper. I'm like, so how much for it?
He says, well, it is quite precious, as you can tell. I would say for this armor, it would cost 15,000 gold.
So 15,000. So what? 1,500 platinum?
Yes.
Done. I don't care.
Just throw 15,000 costs at you. You're like, that's fine.
Yeah.
Fucking rich bastards.
Alien, plus, he doesn't really know anything about money, anyways. Hasn't really dealt with it before, so.
All right.
Seems reasonable.
Oh, damn it. All right. Indium. Shit. All right, that's fine. Okay. The shopkeep, you see his eyes just ever slightly start to widen a bit at you, just immediately saying, yeah, that's fine, for 15,000 gold. He nods and says, very well. It looks like it would fit you just fine as it is now. He pulls it off the rack, takes it over to the counter, setting it down, and you exchange money, and he gives you armor. This armor, you come to find, is imbued with a lot of magic. It will require attunement to attune to it. But it is called Heward's Hireling Armor.
Ooh, fun.
Hubrids.
Heward. Heward. Heward's Hireling Armor. Let's see. You are an commander. Okay. I will go ahead and create a magic item for you for that. With that, the shopkeep, pulling this bag of, this large sack of platinum, setting it down next to him. He says, anything else that catches your fancy? Anything else you're looking for specifically?
Kind of take a look around. Did see some glowy potions. Do you have any you care to tell me about?
With that, He says, I have a few healing potions, two of them a bit greater in their healing capacity. I have... I'm trying to remember what your rolls were.
Can I just say don't worry about that? We have
Okay.
like
Yeah, we do
6
have a bunch.
greater and 2 superior and
Well, not
5
the potions of healing
potions
per
of healing
se,
just in the
but
bag.
yeah. I was thinking less healing and more, maybe not different, but
Oh, okay. Like
yeah.
outside of healing potions.
Right.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and there were
Pulse or
some. I just
something.
gotta... I've got to
Other
pull up what
potions
you
are too.
rolled. Alright, he says that there's this potion here. It's red, kind of looks like a potion of healing, but has little bubbles of white light into it. It looks somewhat similar or familiar to you. You remember this to be an elixir of health. It will cure any disease affecting you, and it also removes blinded, deafened, paralyzed, and poisoned conditions. Let's see. 6. He said, "Oh God, I don't want to give you this. Fuck." He says he has this one here that you see. Looks like a potion that you've run into before. It's a potion of giant strength. However, you see the nail in it. Almost looks like it's torn up a bit, but as you look at it a bit closer, you see what appears to be like wisps of cloud coming off the giant's nail inside this potion.
Oh god.
He says this is a potion of cloud giant strength. 66.
Where's the storm giant strength one?
It's not here. It's gone forever. 66. He says he has an oil of sharpness, which allows you to coat a 1 slashing or piercing weapon, or up to 5 slashing or piercing ammunition. Applying the oil takes 1 minute, but for 1 hour after being coated, the coated item is magical and has a +3 to bonus to attack and damage rolls. And a 20.
You said a +3.
+3. And as he points to the other thing that you kind of noticed was the quivers and such on the wall, he says that, looking at your bow, says that he has a quiver of 20 arrows that are reinforced with a bit more powerful magic. They've been +2 arrows.
So how much for the arrows, the cloud giant strength, and the oil of sharpness?
Cloud Giant Strength, very expensive, as it is a very rare item, much like the armor. He says that is going to set you back, as it was super hard to get a hold of. That is going to set you back 40,000 gold. The arrows are going to set you back middle of the path, 2,000 gold.
And then how about the oil of oil of sharpness?
That is also very expensive. And that one's going to be 33,000 gold.
Okay, well, I'm done. I'm not getting anything else.
All right.
I'll walk back, find everybody, let them know what I did find and didn't get. Kind of show them the new armor. I haven't put it on yet. I'm gonna wait for the night. Kind of fold it up, tuck it under my arm.
Fourth, since you were here, I have some good news for you.
Yes.
You get... Oh, did I delete it? No. Okay, do you guys
All right,
remember those totals?
Yeah, I got him.
Okay. Can you give him the... I think the platinum was 700 and something.
710 platinum. I feel like I might have the gold wrong because it's only 2622.
2,722. I
Yeah.
just looked in my calendar.
2,700.
Here, I'll give you the total. So 710 platinum, 2,622 gold pieces. And
2,622.
22. Yep. And then
Okay.
on top of that, we have, because I was selling millions upon millions of jewelry and gems, we also have a bank account set up here within the city, currently storing 23,955 gold at a 10% interest rate. So,
Okay,
yeah,
that's fine.
we're kind of rich.
I have
just
half my gold in my room at
Mm-hmm.
the house, so
Yeah.
that's fine.
Yeah.
So you did stop at the house.
Yeah,
so
we
you
did
could've
stop at
gotten
the
your
house.
gold.
So if you wanted
Oh,
to
we
grab
did?
it, yeah.
Yeah, just to give you a recap of what has happened.
Yeah.
You, TLDR, sitting around after your madness experience, you decided to look into this watertight cask that you had found earlier inside the dungeon level of the steading. Inside, you found this chain as well as some instructions. The instructions dictated that the chain was magical and would allow you to teleport to predetermined locations on the map that it was attuned to. You decided that you had seen on the map there was a place up far to the north in the Endless Ice Sea that was marked on it. You assumed that that was probably a good place to continue your investigation, but wanted to prepare beforehand. So you set off from the steading back to the west of Mirabar, back to Blasingdale, where you have your keep. You did some preparation there, buying some local goods and such, and then Kaylin was able to mark on the map up to 2 other locations that could be teleported to, and one of them was Neverwinter. So you all teleported yourselves after your preparations to Neverwinter. You are now in Neverwinter with whatever you decided to bring with you from the steading, or from the keep rather. So if you wanted to grab your gold going into the big city, you could have done so. Now everybody's kind of out and about, doing shopping and such.
Okay.
One question, Havoc. Can I just, instead of wasting the time in game, can I just go ahead and like basic stuff like purchasing rations, things like that? Can I do that without?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yep, just use the PHP's base totals.
And I have a bunch of miscellaneous items. Is there a like one of those
You'll be able to find
generic
vendors for
shops?
'em.
Could I just trade them in? Okay, I'll
Yep.
do that then.
For the sake of brevity, yes. So for what I've been basically doing for everybody is that if you have anything specific you're looking for, you can venture around Neverwinter looking for it. I can't
Okay.
guarantee you find what you're looking for, but it's a big city, so maybe you will.
Okay.
Alright, so Aelion, you said you were pretty much done shopping. Everything was a little bit too rich for you.
Yeah.
Alright. You venture back in the city, start looking for your comrades. We'll go to Kaylin. You were looking around for beads of nourishment. One of the magic shops that you find, named the Faulty Dice. You're able to find a lot of common magical items in it, and they have kind of a large tub or like a vase, completely filled with these beads of nourishment. They say that they go for 50. Let's roll for it like I've been doing. 40 gold each.
Okay. That's fair.
That seems really expensive for a day ration, though. We'll say they are imbued with magic. Instead of 40, they'll be 10 gold each.
Okay. You said there's a whole. How many are in the jar?
Hundreds.
Oh, okay. So I'll take 10 gold each.
Mhm.
Take 50.
Okay.
So that's what, 500?
Yep.
Okay. Okay, that's not an issue. And then I was also going to see if I can maybe find a new Rod of the Pack Keeper.
Go ahead and roll me 3 D100s.
Okay. And any other random crap that might show up. I'm a whore for magical items, we all know that.
Ooh, okay.
Wow. Oh no.
Wowie.
Wow.
All right. Okay. Well. So your first 2 rolls will not allow you to find a Rod of the Pack Keeper. I'll give you a choice. There are some interesting items for the D100 being rolled on 100. You can either find a +2 Rod of the Pack Keeper, or you can maybe find something else that's on a 100 on that.
Well, let's find out what's on the 100.
Okay. Alrighty, so as you move your way into the faulty dice, looking around, not a lot of powerful stuff here, so you set out again. You find... I like... you find a shop called The Cheering Genie that has a bunch of weapons and other miscellaneous magical items. As you walk in, your eyes are drawn immediately to 3 different items. The first one is a... Okay. See this chime made of kind of silver and such that kind of glows and radiates with magic. You see with a 14. Could be interesting. Oh, it's something else I don't want to give you. Fuck.
I mean, at this point,
God.
Is there much you actually want to give us, though, to be honest?
I'm just looking at these things that are going to give me so much more work. I'm like, I don't want to. Alright, so for the 14, go ahead and roll me a... how many options are here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Roll me a D9. Okay. Alright, let me write that down. You see what appears to be a small ebony statuette carved in the likeness of a horsefly, obviously emanating magic.
Yeah.
Writing this down so I don't remember. Okay. And with your 100, the third item that jumps out at you. Super annoyed with. Quite to that level yet.
is it storming there again?
Here? Mm-mm.
Oh, what was that? I thought I heard.
Oh, that might have been a door slamming in my building.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that would make sense.
Yeah, be glad no one ever rings my doorbell, because that thing's much worse than it.
Okay, this will be shenanigan filled, I think. What the hell does this look like? You see what appears to be this fine black cloth that looks soft as silk. Appears to be the kind of folded over, but it's about the size of a handkerchief. You can see that it could open up to be much larger. Definitely radiating magic as well. And like I said, you see lots of different stuff all over the place.
Yeah, I'd probably still be drawn to the black cloth. Just 'cause
Okay. As you're looking around this shop called the Cheering Genie, you see a woman stepping behind the counter. Around to it as you're kind of drawn over to this black cloth. She kind of nods to you and says, have a good eye, I see. Yes, that is an item we got a few years ago. Nobody's been able to afford it, unfortunately, but it's a very interesting item. A portable hole, actually.
Oh.
Allows one to create an extra-dimensional space up to 10 feet. And you can keep it open as long as you want and store stuff in it and stuff.
And we have a bag of holding.
Oh no, we're not doing that. We're not doing
Nope.
that. That is a
Totally
terrible
doing that.
idea.
It's a great idea.
No, it is a terrible idea. Mark Nor highly objects to this idea.
Who said anything about putting it in a...
I mean, it's only if we have to nuke something.
Yeah.
But we do have the capability of making a nuke.
Alright, so yeah, you know about the portable hole. There's lots of other magic items around. Inquire about the price of the hole as well. You wanna do?
Yeah, I'd like to know the price.
So for the portable hole, she says she's wanting to get rid of it. So she says she will take 1,100 gold pieces for it.
1,100?
Correct.
Sold.
1,100
Okay.
gold.
All right. Let me just go ahead and
1100.
add that real quick.
Wow.
Yeah, 1,100 gold. You get a portable hole. It's in your journal. Wall of text. Enjoy.
Yeah.
Essentially a fucking bag of holding on crack.
Mm-hmm.
Then let's see. I would also like to check out the chime.
Okay. As you inquire about that, she tells you this is a chime of opening. It's a hollow metal tube, measures about a foot long, weighs about a pound. She says that if you strike it, while it will be a bit loud, any object, while you point it at an object within 120 feet of you that can be opened, such as a door, lid, or a lock, the chime will issue a clear tone, and one lock or latch on the object opens, unless the sound can't reach the object.
Okay. I haven't
Says
had a
that it
lock
is-
I can't pick. Yeah.
Recently found, so it has 10 full uses on it. After the 10th useless, though, it cracks and becomes useless.
Yeah. I didn't put in all that time with lockpicks to
Get a freebie.
get a freebie. So, not that interested. And then I forgot what the other thing was because my brain is melting.
Small little statuette figure.
Oh,
looks
yeah,
like
the
a
horsefly.
fly. Mm-hmm.
Check that out too.
Okay.
Not really interested in the chime.
So you see that this is a statuette of a horsefly. It's small enough to fit into a pocket. She says that it has a command word, and if you throw the figurine to a point of the ground within 60 feet of you, it will become a living creature. The creature will be friendly to you and your companions, and it understands you and obeys your commands. It will exist for a certain duration. She says this one will last for 12 hours. It makes a giant fly that can be ridden as a mount. It will exist for 12 hours, and then once it's used, it reverts back to its small form and can't be used for another 2 days.
I really just want that so I can ride the fly.
Do it.
And how much is that one? because there actually could be some uses for that.
Rare item, so I have to think about the price on that. Could be hard to find another one. It'll cost you 2550 gold pieces.
So 2,550 or 25,050?
2550.
2,500. Yeah, I can do that. I will take that.
All right.
Just put that in my pocket.
Alright, so you have a figurine of wondrous power, attuned to the ebony fly.
Jeez.
I'm glad I got back in time for that one.
Alright, edit, and it is in your journal. You're in the game? Nope.
Okay.
Okay. Yep, it'll summon a large beast, a giant fly. The woman asks you after purchasing this, is there anything else you're in search of? Anything else I could help you find?
Nothing in particular. I do have some items I wouldn't. If you wouldn't mind taking a look at, I might.
Okay.
I have a. What is it? A hat of disguise.
You see her looking at it, and she pulls out a small wand and kind of hits the top of the hat with it. Her eyes glow for a second as she identifies it and nods. Says, "Yes, that could be useful. I can offer you some coin for that. Can offer you 300 gold pieces for that."
Fair deal. Take that.
What else do you have?
What else do I have? I'm gonna pull out the Javelin of Lightning. Just see what I can get for it.
She says for that, once again pulling out the wand, identifying the item, is somewhat powerful. Probably sell that for a decent profit. She offers you 400 gold pieces for that.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Okay. Anything else?
Sure. I don't know.
How much stuff I have open right now?
Trying to think if there's. Seems I'm going to the north. Do you think there could be anything like far, far north that might be of use to me in your shop?
Possibly. Help you. Oh yeah, doesn't have that. Says, I do have some items brought down from Icewind Dale recently. And she walks over and there's these boots that are very heavy. You see on the bottom of them, they have like these spikes on them. A lot of fur around the top edges of them. It says these are boots of the Winterlands. They're quite warm, but they will allow you to ignore things as far as cold is concerned.
Okay. And how much are those?
Okay. 500 gold pieces.
Yeah, I'll take those.
Tossing magic items right into y'all's face holes. It's fine. Alright, also in your journal.
I'm also going to have to search too whenever everybody else gets finished.
Yeah, we'll come back to you after fourth.
I was trying to get all of the other stuff out of the way so everybody could get their money up there.
Mm-hmm. Alright. Anything else you're looking around for?
No, I think that's it.
Alright. That the shopkeep of the Cheering Genie bids you farewell as you walk out with an armful of magical items.
Yep.
Alright. Camera pans over to Berwin, who's walking around the city a bit uncomfortable in this bustling industrial age type of city of Neverwinter. What are you doing? What are you looking for? Nothing. Alright, cool.
I was muted, damn it.
I was muted. I don't get anything now.
Nothing. Alright. That sucks. Alright.
Is this the city where we came to talk to those people about going after the Hill Giants because they were concerned?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So that means the potion shop that we visited, and I got the potion of Frost Giant strength, I think it was. His shop should be here. I don't remember his name though, or his shop. It doesn't help that I don't have my notes.
No idea. You could probably find a potion shop though.
Okay. I'd like to go there to a potion shop, please.
You find a shop called the Thirsty Quill that you can go to.
Thirsty Quill. Interesting.
I'm not necessarily looking for anything in particular. But I would like to see what potions this little shop has.
All right. Go ahead and give me potion shop. Give me 4 D100 rolls.
All right. Do you care if I roll all 4 at the same time?
Yeah, that's fine. As long as I can see the results. Alright, so you find a plethora of healing potions there. Several of the greater and even one superior. You find a potion, kind of looks like liquefied iron.
Interesting.
Lots of potions in this place. These are the ones that are catching your eye. So health potions,
Right.
potions that looks like a liquefied iron. You're able to find a potion with this kind of dense purple liquid and an ovoid cloud of pink floating in it.
Fancy, fancy. I like where this is going.
And finally, with your 78, better one. You see this potion's yellow fluid is streaked with black and swirls around, even though nothing is touching it.
Okay. These three potions over here, this iron looking one, the weird purple one, and this yellow and black swirling one. What do these do?
So as you go to the first one, you see this one that was made, looks like liquefied iron. The small little gnome shopkeep says, "Ah, yes, that's a potion of invulnerability. It will make you resistant to all damage for about a minute or so after you drink it."
Okay,
Words
okay,
to-
okay.
Find again. There it is. You see that one? That's not the right one. That's the right one. He says the one with purple liquid says this one allows you to detect the thoughts of those around you, thus giving you essentially the detect thoughts spell. Save DC 13 on it.
Okay.
And the final one, he says, is a potion of speed. Essentially gives the effect of the haste spell for 1 minute. No concentration required.
Perfect. How much for all three?
Okay, give me a second. Backwards. Shit, that's not the right thing. That's the right thing. For the potion of speed, it will cost you 10,000 gold. For the next one, which was the potion of mind reading, will cost you 600 gold pieces. And the last one, the potion of invulnerability, will cost you 650. So,
All right.
everything 11,250.
Oh, I almost remembered. Give me 1 second. I reach over, start digging through my bag, pull out a little pouch, set it on the counter, open it, and it contains all my giant nails. If I were to give you all of these, how much would that take off the price? And I will.
How many do you have? And what are they?
That.
Okay. 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 So the 2 hill giants nails will be worth that much. So 300. There we go. Cloud giant, bit harder to get hold of. He will offer you Fire giant. Jesus. All right. So, for everything, I fucked up, apparently. Oh, 300 GP, that's why. There you go. So 95.50 off the price. 11,250. Bringing your total down for what you want in exchange for the items you would just owe 1,700 gold.
Easy. Done. I pull out 1,700 gold and hand it to him.
Alright, he takes
Thank you. Bye.
You have the stuff.
Kinda happily walk out of there.
Prices like what you could get for that, and you still made a killing. Okay. Anything else you'll be searching for?
Hmm. I don't think there's a whole lot I can really do now.
Alright.
Just some basic magic armor. Because I don't, yeah. I just have normal armor. Just like +1, +2 studded leather.
You could find some +1 pretty easily. You can roll me a couple D100s, see if you can find +2. But it's going to be unlikely.
How many D100s?
2.
2?
Yarp. Okay, you can find 1 +2 studded leather armor with that D100 roll.
I would
be expensive though.
How much?
It will cost you 12,000 gold.
Okay. Done.
Oh. Guess y'all report now.
12K.
Find +2 studded leather armor.
Yes. Alright, that's it for me.
Alrighty. And we pan back, Markinor walking around with a sack of gold and a parchment that shows his balance at Sword Coast Logistics. What are you looking for?
Alright. So Markinor is just looking for magical, not necessarily plus type armor, but something that will help with resistances.
Okay.
Or if he can't find that, something that will help him to increase his strength or make him feel a bit stronger. So perhaps a belt of giant strength or something along that line.
All right. Go ahead and give me 4 D100s. Been money keeping.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, terrible rolls. Look at all those rolls all together.
Right next to each other. All right, so.
Yuck.
Ow! Oh, that hurt. Swung my foot and ran my heel right into my chair like a
Ouch.
dummy. 45. Close. It's like the same items if I use this. Alright. Other way of doing it. Okay. So for your first time looking around at all this armor in the shop that you find an armor that will never get dirty. That's it though. It's only improvement. What else can you find? You're looking for nothing but plate, right?
Yeah, I mean, it would have to be plate for me to give up what I have. And it would have to be worthwhile, really. I mean, and it's okay if I don't find anything. I accept that finding anything superior to what I'm wearing right now is going to be hard.
You have really good armor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so no better armor, unfortunately.
Okay.
$26. You could find another potion of resistance.
Okay.
Give you resistance to necrotic damage.
Okay.
Odd. You also find a potion of growth.
Okay. My terrible rolls. Why you betray me, dice?
Trying to find stuff that actually would be somewhat useful to you instead of just rolling off one, so...
Yeah. I mean, I have already gotten a +1 shield out of all of this ordeal, so I'm cool with whatever. The belt would be incredible just because my strength score is so low because I've had to invest so much into my wisdom score. But outside of the, like I said, if I don't find them, it's fine. I'm okay with it.
No. Not getting that. Leather. Okay, so you're able to find those things I said before. And then for the 24 and 23, you can find some pretty rare boots, but they would allow you to double your walking speed, because they are boots of speed.
Okay.
23, what was the other thing? You find an amulet that guards you from divination magic.
Yeah, I mean, the unfortunate part, I would take the boots, but I mean, I'm not really a scout, so being able to move faster than everybody else isn't going to help. Nah, I'll pass.
All right.
Nothing helpful. Can I visit a magic shop and request that they try to find a belt of giant strength? Put out feelers and like pay them to actively search for it?
That. No, I don't. That's under here.
And all of the potential pitfalls that might be associated with it, of course.
You said a belt of giant strength.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't have to be spectacular. Even just like a belt of hill giant strength would be pretty good for me at this point, considering my strength score.
No. Go big or go home, bruh.
So you can put out feelers for either the rare, which will be just hill giant, or you can do the very rare, which will be pretty much everything up until cloud and storm.
Okay.
It costs a bit more, but you could also find a belt of hill giant strength under that.
Okay. Do the search for higher. How much?
It will cost you. Oh wait, that's not the right table. Dirt. Finder's fee will be a rare, very rare item. Will be 5,000 gold pieces.
5,000? Wow, just to search for it.
Oh, but they have a spectacular track record.
Huh. All
You're
right.
almost guaranteed to get one of them. But
All right, I'll do it. So that leaves me. So I'll leave with the 500 platinum with him, and then go from there just straight to the bank. Can I set up a bank on my own, like an account with them as a personal account?
yeah, you could have like a business account and a personal one.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that and deposit 400 platinum in it.
It'll be annual that it gets its increase, but
Right.
Same thing, just make a note, and every year it'll get a 10%
Okay.
flat rate increase on that. anything
Yeah,
else?
and I'll set it up with the same group.
All right, more money to Sword Coast Logistics. Anything else?
Nope, that's everything that I'm gonna do. I'm
right.
gonna hand the when we regroup, I'm gonna pull the magical spear out and hand it to Kaylin to identify it, because I have a magical spear that we picked up in the dungeon portion of that last place we were at. Try to figure out what it is. All we have is magical spear in my notes.
That was in the same room as the cask and stuff with the illusions, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. It is a +2 spear.
Neat. So if anybody wants a +2 spear. If not, we'll sell it. Okay. How much could I get for a magical spear?
One second. Items. It's 4,000 gold pieces for it.
Okay. Take it.
All right. So as you all,
And I'll just go ahead and deposit that also to the guild bank.
all right. So after agreeing to meet at a tavern here in Neverwinter, after all of your business was done, to rest the rest of the day, it took about 6 or 7 hours for all of this to go through between, shopping, selling, going around to all the different places here in Neverwinter. But eventually, after noon, or heading towards evening actually at this point, you meet back at the tavern and decide to rest, knowing that you can't use the chain anyway until the following morning. Yeah, you'll be able to rest and get started bright and early tomorrow morning. Before we do that, we're going to go ahead and take our 5-minute break.
Yay.
Close all my tabs. Holy shit. I had 14 tabs open.
Yeah.
Problems of being a druid.
Yeah.
Not a whole lot of magic items that you can use.
Yeah. I mean, and at this point, like with my character, I'm just looking for very specific things. So I don't really need anything.
Also, to be fair, I don't think I would actually want to necessarily swap any of my magic attuned ones out.
I was looking at my group of magic items, and the one that I was going to drop was the spell storing one.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only one I would be willing to drop, because honestly, at this point, the way that this character plays, I just got extra attack. I would like to be able to hit things hard when I hit them, so that's why I was looking for the Giant's Belt, because going from a 15 to a 21 at least would be just incredible for hitting things.
I mean, 2 of my magic items, one of them I don't know that I could attune to it if I wanted to.
Yeah.
I don't really know how sentient weapons work in that sense.
Yeah.
But the other one gives me +2 AC even in wild shape.
Right.
Which is kind of a big deal.
Alright, I'm gonna get stream on break and then I'll be back.
Okay.
Alright, guys. So, we're going to step away, do our 5-minute break, come back, and we're going to jump into the next part of our adventure, which is heading all the way north and attempting to figure out what the hell is up in the frozen tundra, which I'm going to guess is probably ice giants or frost giants, but we'll see. So yeah, 5 minutes. Don't go anywhere. When we get back, we're going to jump into it. All right, ready when you guys are.
If y'all have nothing else you would like to do, then you could all gather once again outside Neverwinter. All of your preparations and new magic items, those requiring attunement, you would have time to do so. Aelion might have been the only one that had an attunement you needed to do.
Yeah. I also had
Markinor would go early to go to the blacksmith because he knows he has to spend time to, have the shield blessed and everything like that.
Yeah, you'd be able to find a place of tier to pray over the shield and such and get it blessed in the early morning. So I'd say take you a little bit of time for y'all to do that, so you're going to be starting out kind of late morning, I suppose. Yeah. 10 or 11 bells. But you'll be able to attune, get your shield and such picked up. All of you preparing yourselves going forward. You see Aelion wearing this very fancy new armor, studded leather rather, with a bunch of straps and such. I think Final Fantasy character is what he looks like now. Or maybe Kingdom Hearts, I guess that would be more apt, since Mura loves fucking belts on all the clothes. Yeah, a bunch of new items in your possession, and you're ready to go. I'm once again assuming that you're going to the X marked in the map up in the Endless Ice Sea.
Yes. Yes, we are.
Okay. Oh, I don't have my picture. 1 second. So as you go out, add that, because that had some needed ambience for this. You go outside of the city, and break out the chain, laying it down in this figure 8 as you've done before. Kaylin, being the one using it, is able to go in and set up the destination and everything, or instructing everyone to set inside of it. There it is. What the shit? Something just beeped at me, and I don't know what it was. I'm freaking out.
Beep.
Oh, no. Weird. Okay. And with that, you all step into one of the circles created by the figure 8, and white light surrounds you as you are teleported once again. And once again, white, the feeling of being transported through space and such fills you. And you find yourselves immediately blasted in the face by just this wave of cold. Except for Kaylin.
Hell yeah.
Hastily grab my coat and throw
Yes,
it
they did. So yeah, you would have to attune to those, Kaylin, by the way.
I did.
Okay.
I was going to tell you, but you were talking. I took off the goggles.
Gotcha.
The goggles of whatever the hell that you made me attune to.
So as you're looking
I don't
around...
have 180 feet of night vision anymore, just for you.
Noted. I'll
Mark
adjust your
Norris
token there.
Only my normal 120.
Mark Norrie is wearing his cold weather gear that he purchased as well.
Gotcha. So it's definitely cold to everyone. Kaylin wearing it, but really just doesn't seem to be bothered at all. It's probably a good, negative 20 degrees or so outside. It's real cold. But with her boots of the Winterland, she's able to brace against the cold without much issue. As you're looking around, you see that you're standing on top of a glacier. All around you, you see snow and white, almost blindingly so, as the winds howl around you. Let me make sure I've got all of that. As you're looking around atop this glacier, you can see out about 150 feet or so. As you're kind of glancing around, everybody give me perception checks.
Starting strong.
Alright, so as you're all looking around, Kaylin kind of marveling at her clothing, making her just ignoring this cold, doesn't really notice, but the rest of you, as you're looking around, you see that there is a large rift off to your south, that you kind of move a bit closer, and you see what appears to be this huge crack inside this glacier, leading, hundreds of feet down below you.
So a big old crevasse. Awesome. Awesome. What are we gonna do about this?
What are we even here looking for?
I don't know.
Don't tell me it's something we'll know when we see.
Knowing our adventures? Probably. I'm guessing giants, though.
Can we see down below, down into the crevice a bit?
As you're as you're looking down, sorry, I was fixing that. So as you're looking down this kind of glacier mountain, you see that there's several ledges down below you, but as you're getting closer, this wind and such blowing against you, you can definitely tell that it is extremely windy down inside this rift, this crevice down below you. There are several, like I said, ledges and such that you could lower down to. You do see that you can kind of see the edges of this rift. It goes several hundred feet in either direction to your right and left, but you can see it slimming down and coming to a point off to your right as well. As you're looking down into it, it's hard to tell. You can see white, these crystalline walls of ice of this glacier that you're standing on, but it's hard to make out any fine details due to the riling snow and ice flying through the air below you through the high wind.
Okay. Do we head down inside of this and see what's below? I mean, we're not seeing anything up above, like on the surface level where we started at, right?
Berwin, as you're looking around, you do see off to the right where the rift kind of seems to be shrinking down to where it stops. You see a large mound of snow kind of piled up much higher than the other mounds. But into the crevice itself, you don't see anything, no.
And nothing up above either, like at the surface level before we go down into it?
Nope, just lots of icy terrain and such.
I'd like to walk over to that larger mound of snow.
Okay.
And that's off in the back, you said?
Yeah, basically, like, you're standing right next to the rift, think a canyon in front of you. As you're looking off to the right, you can see where the canyon's kind of coming to a stop where it joints back together, and you're seeing this, about 100 feet away, this mound of snow.
Okay.
Yep, I'm gonna head that way.
Okay. As you do so, you move forward, and you see that it appears to be like maybe a large rock or something was here, but as you watch, or that's, caused the snow to mound up onto it. But as you walk around it to the other side of it, where you couldn't see before, you see that there is a large cave entrance here.
Guys, I found something that might be of interest to us. You know how you were saying we wander until we stumble into something?
Maybe you should stop stumbling, Berwin.
I think we stumbled into something.
Of course we did.
Because I done found a cave. Also, it's kind of hard not to stumble because, we're on a glacier and it's kind of ice.
Don't know what you're talking about.
Are you not cold?
Nope.
Huh.
I'm wearing very cold weather gear and I'm still cold. So can we get out of this, please?
Yeah, let's go. Let's
Yes.
check this cave out, I guess.
Okay.
All right.
Because nothing terrible hides in ice caves, right?
Wampa.
A what?
Nothing.
Oh,
Nothing at all.
is that something? Is that like a little pet you have in the Underdark or something?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Is it cute?
Nope.
Oh.
Nope.
Nope.
All right. So as you start making your way into this cave, getting out of the wind a bit, you start making your way forward. As you do, you see that this cave extends further and then begins to descend, this kind of ice ramp that starts to go down. Inside of it, the wind kind of whistles in your ears, blowing from the outside, but eventually starts to die off a bit. As you start traveling down this cave, it narrows and expands randomly as it seems to be semi-natural, but worked a little bit based on tool marks that you can see around you. You travel for a good little bit, about 15 minutes or so, moving forward, constantly going down. You feel that you've gone down into this glacier probably a good 300 feet. But as you move forward, you see it beginning to open constantly, like the light of the sun up above you, not marred by the clouds, is illuminating even through this thick ice. It kind of just sets this natural lighting all around you, so you're able to see quite well, though not in direct sunlight. And you see it beginning to open up ahead of you at a point to two paths.
Was the big map.
Welcome to all of the maps.
Welcome to Welcome to SKT, guys. Where every map is FU sized.
Mm-hmm. All right, so yeah, find yourself at the bottom here, beginning to flatten out a bit. Wind still howling. It kind of dimmed down in noise as you went into this cave system. However, as you're getting down to the bottom here, you can start to hear it picking up again from ahead of you.
Oh.
We can hear.
Is it picking up from both paths or just one path?
Both.
Okay.
Oh, there goes that idea.
All right. Well, I'll start venturing forward. Kind of looking. I'm not seeing anything that stands out as like we should go this path or the other.
I have a coin we could flip.
Yes, I
Do it.
did the same.
Wait, which one was heads?
Left was heads, right was right was tails. 1 and 2.
Oh.
So we're going to go left.
Typically, you let somebody else call it, I thought.
Oh, he was just in front and was like, okay, let's figure this out. But
The logistics of coin flipping.
yes.
Now
Go
in
ahead.
your DD&D game.
Markinor will
Well.
stop and look back at Berwin and say, then what will it be?
Heads to the left, tails to the right.
So
You roll.
exactly what he just
That's
said.
right. Literally the same exact thing I just said. So Markinor just shakes his head, and instead of going left like he was going to initially, they are now going right.
Erwin just shrugs.
All right. So as you make your way forward, you
I've
see.
missed you, Berwin.
You can tell as you come to this opening, the glacial kind of roof that you've been through in this cave opens up, and you find yourself down towards the bottom of this rift that you were standing over. As you look down to your southeast, you see it. A cliff leads off to several hundred feet, even below than where you are now. The wind once again still howling as it goes through there above you and below you. You see a cave leading off to the west, as well as another pathway leading off to the south.
Oh, this is a bit more than a single coin flip is going to.
Wow,
gather us.
this a
Um,
steep drop here. I'm gonna back away from this.
I'm going to hold on before I say anything.
Uh-huh.
Um,
Markinor, as you move forward, you start scanning their surroundings and such, looking over towards the rift, and then looking back towards this cave that extends off to your northwest. You see, kind of whirling around in the snow, seems to be a kind of a silhouetted figure, and you think initially it might just be a large rock or something, but then it shifts to the left and the right, and then you see something that appears to be shifting left and right because it's walking forward, as this creature seems to have seen you as well.
Markinor immediately kind of motions to get everybody back behind him, grabs back for his shield and the warhammer, and moves up against the wall and waits for the Yeti that's potentially coming.
Yeah, as you hear that, you see it moving backwards. For a split second, you saw this creature, and then it seemed to vanish in the snow. But then you all hear this blood-curdling, kind of low growling and yelling, as what could only be assumed as a creature Markinor saw yells out in alarm, and then you hear a chorus of several other voices joining in. I need everybody to roll for initiative.
Alright.
Kaylin, is that the
The Wampa.
the Wampa Wampus Wamp Whatever it was that you said.
Oh God!
Oof. Oof.
Wow!
Oof.
Wow! Wow!
Where's my
Like
initiative
I'm
counter?
ashamed of that roll. Like,
Hey!
hey, Berwin joins me.
Oh shit. I've had a friend this entire time.
We have.
You have.
We have. We have a
Yeah,
friend.
that one guy that was with us in the cave. Hold on, I have his name right here.
Oh shit!
Asen.
Yes.
Asen Treebright.
Yep.
Oh right, the elf.
Who basically gave us the an oath of whatever. Hold on,
Actually, no,
a
it's
life. Yes, a life debt. We now have a life debt from him. As
Yes.
For a year.
Chewbacca. For a year? Oh fuck that.
For a year.
Only a year.
But he would serve you for a year as repayment for
Only
saving.
a
you.
Only a
year.
year. We've been doing this for
There we
how
go.
many years now?
There's Aeson.
Well,
Alright.
there was a time skip.
Yeah, but we've still been doing things. All right,
I don't have. There's my turn order.
I don't like this. I have a long way to go.
Gonna be here a while. Oh shit, they were all higher than you.
Oh, no.
All right. Okay, so as this blood-curdling scream goes out, these creatures being alerted of your presence, you hear a lot of movement heading your way.
Shit.
Could you open? Oh. Shit, I gotta look at my notes.
Did our friend roll initiative?
Oh, yep. Need to give him to one of y'all at some point. We'll do it after this fight. Let's see. All right. Okay.
Yeti still all go. Cool.
Okay. All right. So, you hear stomping as these creatures start moving forward. What's their movement? Okay.
plenty of
5,
time.
10, 15,
It's only gonna
20,
be like 4
25,
hours before
30,
we go.
35, 40. Oh shit, well, Markinor's the only one in range, so here we go.
I'm here.
You see this Yeti moving forward, and as it catches sight of the group, it yells out and stares directly at Markinor. I need a Constitution saving throw, Markinor.
Okay. I also hold on. Okay. Here we go. Why is there a plus? Oh, right.
Oh, you got Aura Protection now. Nice.
Uh-huh.
All right, with a 16, you will be able to save against this thing's chilling gaze.
Yeah.
20, 25, 30. Can it move 20, 30? Does that get it in range? Just marking it. All right.
Yep. Also, everybody within 10 feet of me gets a +3 bonus to saving throws. Just keep that in mind, guys.
We'll do.
You'll be
this.
responsible for that.
Just like permanently.
Yep. Like anytime, as long as I'm conscious, you get that. As long as
As
you're
long
within
as
10
he's
feet of me.
conscious and you're within 10 feet of him.
That's not what I wanted.
Because
Okay.
paladins
Or
are
not.
completely balanced.
Yep.
Okay,
Isn't
there we
it
go.
Aura of protection.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Oh, right. Every square is 10 feet.
Mm-hmm.
So just me right now.
Do you want to
Should
do the SKT thing? Where
Well, no, it should
in
be.
combat it would be 5?
That's not right.
Yeah, because it's
Um,
showing only 10. It's only going out 5 instead of 10.
Yeah, no, that should be. I need to change this map. That was one of the ones that got fucked up, I guess.
Yeah, every
Page
square
scale
is 10 feet.
1, 5. Yeah, it should be the big squares are 10 feet, but
There
not the
we
little
go.
ones. There we go. Okay.
Oh, I see.
Sorry about that. All right, so that one moves forward. This one also moves forward, targeting Markinor with another chilling gaze, another con save.
Okay, one second. Oh God.
Ooh.
12? 11?
Alright, so you take 7 cold damage,
Okay.
and you are paralyzed.
Oh. Okay. I'm frozen.
So this chilling gaze
until-
centers on you until your next turn. At the end of your turn, I believe you can do it again.
Okay.
Yeah. So you'll get to make another
Um,
one, but you're paralyzed.
Question.
Mm-hmm.
It's about that last sentence of it. Since he saved from the first one.
Oh.
Oh yeah, it is. Nope, never mind. You're right. Thank you.
So
Okay,
I'm
so
not-
mark an order. Yeah, you're not
I
paralyzed.
take
Yep,
the
you
damage,
see this person.
but
You
yeah,
still
I'm
take the
not
damage,
paralyzed.
yes.
Yep.
But you're not paralyzed or you're not affected by the paralyzing stuff.
Okay.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Tim. This out of the way because I can't see all my creeps. 10, let's just measure this out because these guys
I
are gonna get
don't
to you.
like the sound of that.
He'll
Let me
get to
move
about
this so I
there.
can see all of them.
He'll get about there-ish. Alright, once again, lots of footsteps, even more. You see 2 appearing, these snow, covered in white fur creatures, but they look terrifying. And you saw Markinor just, like, his armor covering over in this icy veil as this thing stared at him. Then you hear an even louder roar of another one.
Another one.
More stomping. Turn. Alright, Aelion.
Alright, well, seeing this guy do whatever he just did to Markinor, gonna come right up here. Using the command word on the flame tongue as a bonus action, right?
Oh, let's
Yes.
do this.
I believe that's what it was.
Could tell you on your
It does.
handout.
Yeah.
Yes, bonus action.
Okay, so yeah, I'll do that for my bonus action, and then swipe at this guy in front of me
Oh,
with flame
welcome
tongue.
forth.
3 times because
Happy
it's the
to
first round of
have
combat.
you as
It is.
always.
Do the thing. Oh,
Waiting?
I'm in the wrong one.
Oof.
I don't want that to do it every time. Wow.
Oof. Okay. For your last one, I'll need a D100. The second attack will hit. 7 slashing, 6 fire.
Mhm.
Alright. So with your first attack, you see you hitting it, claws away at Flame Tongue, this fire hitting towards it. You see it looking at the fire and kind of stampering back, swinging its claws. You're able to score with the second attack. The fire not doing more damage to it, but definitely hurting a bit as it staggers backwards. Your third attack goes out. Give me a dexterity check.
Just straight. Oh god.
Oof.
What is happening?
Unfortunately, you see as you swing the second time, it lashes out blindly after being hit, swiping against your sword, and you drop it. You see the flame withering out as your flame tongue hits the ground and goes out. Drop your weapon.
Well, is it a full action to pick that back up?
Drew him at the beginning, so you can do it as a free action, but your next turn.
Is that a dex save?
He just
No,
said
check.
dex
Oh,
check.
okay.
Yep, it's a check.
Gotcha.
Okay, well, I'm done.
All right, Aelion
I do
able to
still-
hit.
Sorry, I do still have Shatter Spike in hand as well.
Okay. Yeah, you drew 2. You're able to do that easily now. Or you could do it easily before, but...
Right.
Alright, so yeah, you lash out, hit it once, doing some damage, but dropping Flame Tongue, unfortunately. Kaylin.
All right. I'm just gonna stay in the back because, and you said there were more that I've heard, so Probably.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, okay. So I'm gonna do that to this one.
All right, the one in the back.
Yeah.
You hit with all three.
Oh, that's supposed to be. Oh, wait, that's right.
Jesus. Okay.
So 40.
40 damage.
Yeah.
Righty. That is a lot of damage.
40 damage, and gonna use this new Eldritch invocation I got for a Grasp of Hadar and rip this guy forward 10 feet closer to me.
All right. Whoop. Anything else?
Making my life difficult.
That's it. Making your
All
life
right.
difficult.
So you see these three Eldritch Blasts of Force Energy lashing out, hitting this Yeti in the chest 3 times. He staggers back, and as the last one hits him, you see it coalescing, kind of forming into a ball that rips this Yeti forward. It staggers, sliding across the ground until it stops right in front of Aelion. Combat, yes. And he is going to open his character sheet.
Asen, pay attention. Get your character.
Yes,
sheet
yes.
up.
Sorry. I'm going.
Question is, what does opening your character sheet look like?
And he draws his greatsword, is what it looks like. He moves over to the one that was just hit. He is going to make 2 melee attacks with his greatsword. On the guy to his left, misses. Hits the second time, though. You see him moving forward, kind of parrying with the first one, blocking an attack and not hitting it, but then moves forward again, and as he does so, he jabs the greatsword right into this thing's chest, and it falls backwards off of his sword, dying. And that's his turn. Erwin.
Oh boy. Screw it. I'm gonna come right over here. Oh shit.
What?
And how do I want to do this? Which do I want to do? Yeah, I'll do that. I'm gonna cast Guardian of Nature. Great Tree. And then Wild Shape into Dire Wolf. As my action.
Okay. That's okay. Weird. All right, and turn 3, 2, and him there.
Actually, we
Okay.
need some more music,
And
don't
that's
we?
all I can.
Because it's kind of
All
quiet.
right,
Let's
so
get
you
some combat
see
music.
him becoming one with nature, somehow sprouting leaves and such in the middle of this icy glacier, and then his wolf form takes over as he hefts up with this gigantic greatsword.
Oh, right.
Markenor.
Oh, right. I
You're like,
can do
oh,
things
trying
like-
to stop yourself from slipping around. Yeah,
like
you're good to go.
1.1. Okay. Markenor, now having extra attack, is going to look to the one in front of him and attack it twice.
All right,
Nice.
18 hits.
Okay. And second time. 16.
Also hits.
Nice. So dealing 5 and 8 bludgeoning damage. And just kind of take a look around. Everybody looks okay. Is there a way I can get Aelion to swap with me during my turn? So if I wanted to like take his spot and move him where I was at, would that be possible? Or could I basically say I would like to use my movement to move there, and then on his turn we can swap if he's willing to move?
Yeah, I would say it needs, unless he was holding his movement for that to happen, it'll have to wait until his next turn.
Okay. So if I hold my movement, I'll hold movement long enough for Aelion to move and just swap with me. And if he doesn't want to do that, then I'll stay where I'm at.
Okay, yeah. So on Aelion's turn, y'all can swap without providing or provoking any opportunity attacks or anything. Okay. Anything else?
Nope. That's my turn.
All right. 2 beefy attacks out of the Hammer of Durganon. Markinor moving pretty quickly for the old man that he is, seeming to get more more prowess in battle. But now it's the Yeti's turn. Now this one, not liking that, especially being attacked by Aelion, is going to look down at him and also do another Chilling Gaze. Con save.
I get the +3, right?
In the aura. Oof. All right. You take 8 cold damage, and you are paralyzed.
Man.
Oh. Oh. Sorry. Can't do anything about that. Oh, sorry.
All right, so Aelion, you are frozen in place from this thing's terrifying gaze.
It is terrifying because it's ugly as hell.
5, 10, 15, 20. Berwin. Con saving throw.
Oh, great.
Does he benefit from that? I mean, he's right on the
Yeah,
edge.
he's in it, sure.
Okay.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
All right, another
Shit.
Chilling Gaze out. Another 12 damage this time. 12
Ow,
damage.
that's not cool.
Y'all need
When you have advantage on con throws.
Huh? Oh!
Giant tree.
Yes. Yes.
Thank you. I'm
All
dumb.
right, roll one more time. Nope, still not enough.
Now it doesn't matter.
Nope.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25,
Here we go.
30.
Got some combat music coming in here.
Alright, so Berwin is paralyzed, taking some damage. This other one shows up, turning its gaze, seeing a couple people already paralyzed, looks over towards Aeson and attempts on him. I'll need to make a con save. Shrugs it off, doesn't even matter.
Yeah.
He's fine. Shit. Here we go. 5, 10, 15. Alright. Another one heading down that way, but unable to get any closer. This one, however, you all noticed as it comes running down the hallway, this one's a bit different. It's holding a sword in its hand.
Oh, of course it is. Of course it is.
Ah, makes sense.
Bastard.
Great.
18, 20, 25. Alright, so it's going to dance in between all of you and get to the other side of you
No.
with its movement.
Uh,
It's in between you. Just raises up the sword. You see it's like the sword itself is crystalline. Where's my handouts? There you are. You see that it's a great sword. It's crystalline all around it, blue. It appears to have some kind of like lion or something as on the end of the pommel. It's a very fancy looking sword that he's going to attack somebody with.
If only
he's
I
gonna-
wasn't paralyzed.
He's
sure
gonna
will
attack.
try.
Yep, he's gonna attack the frozen person. He's going after Aelion.
Oh boy.
wait, he's not close enough to hit him unless he has a 10-foot reach.
He's
No,
right
this is-
next to him.
Yeah, this is
Right
He's
there.
literally behind you.
Oh, fine, behind the wall.
Standing next to
No,
Oh,
Aelion.
Alien, not Berwin. I'm sorry. I was
Yeah,
thinking
Aelion.
Berwin. It's like, hold on, wait, no, Berwin's over here. He's not right beside me.
Alright, so this will be
But
+6 to hit.
yeah, I am gonna protection fighting style that.
All right, so his first one will be at disadvantage. He's going to make 2 attacks, though. So 8's going to miss, and the second attack now... 7, also going to miss. All right.
Oh, thank
Swings this sword through the air. You see he's holding it kind of clumsily, but still swings it through the air, trying to hit you, but is unable to do so. Aelion, you're paralyzed. Go ahead and give me another con save at the end of your turn. Oof. Still paralyzed.
Come on.
That is unfortunate.
Come on.
I rolled so bad today. Okay.
That is awful.
Alright, don't take damage again, but you are still paralyzed. Kaylin, there's a big old Yeti with a sword in front of you.
Yeah, let's see if I can piss off a big old Yeti with a sword. How do I want to piss off a big old Yeti with a sword?
Also, Aelion, were you okay with swapping?
Yeah. I
Okay.
mean, if it's possible for you to just yank me out of the way.
Well, say that, yeah, because he couldn't really do
Yeah.
that before, but yeah, y'all can swap, it's fine.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, if not, that's okay. I understand, but I was just, yeah.
That's fine. I already said
Okay.
y'all could do it, so.
Cool.
Yeah, screw it. Kaylin's using a dagger.
On this guy in front of you.
Yep.
27 will hit. Mm-hmm.
Always hit and do disgusting damage with it.
Good ass dagger.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, but you still always roll really well using it.
Every
I have a
time.
plus 11.
Every time.
It's still always over like 25 to hit.
She should have been a rogue. That's just that's what should have
Yeah,
happened.
definitely
Already
should have
I'm
discovered.
been.
the rogue of this party.
Secretly multi-classing.
All right,
Lockpicking,
your
disgusting dagger attacks.
yep, your dagger hits, claws through this thing, doing a good chunk of damage.
It's like, hey,
Definitely looks beefier than the other ones, but that still hurt. Anything else?
Mm-hmm.
nope.
All right, clawing at it, getting its attention. Aeson is going to look around at everyone and is going to yell out, says, come on, I can't take all these by myself. Because I read this wrong last time. So for 1 minute, if you were within 30 feet of him, you get a D4 on attack rolls and saving throws.
Yeah.
Everybody does. So that is his action to do so.
So
As long as he's not knocked out, he can keep this going.
So make sure, guys, add under global attack modifier, add a 1d4 roll for leadership.
I don't think I could do that for
You can't do that on yours. You'll just have to, do it yourself or do your.
Well,
Do it manually. Do it.
you can check it for everything that you're going to do.
It's a separate character sheet though.
Oh, right.
It's
an
Because that's an
NPC
NPC sheet.
Yeah.
Yep, you're right.
Yeah, NPC sheet doesn't have a global modifier, unfortunately.
Yep.
So.
Unfortunately.
All right, so Aeson gives you all bolstering with his leadership skill. Berwin, you're frozen. Go ahead and give me another con save.
Yes.
Advantage on it, and a D4. All right, 22 will do it.
Don't need
You will
it.
Don't need
break
any
out of your paralysis. You're able to move now, and you are immune to their effects going forward. Markinor.
Markinor is going to. Well, since Aeson casts leadership,
saving throw.
he is totally not going to cast Bless now, which he is going to do. He's going to instead turn to the one to the west of him and attack twice.
Oh. Ooh.
Ow.
D100.
Oh, come on. Stupid thing.
Butcher has some badass music. Oh boy.
89. Oh.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
That's gonna
As
hurt.
you swing the hammer of Durganon through the air, you watch as this Yeti just reaches up a clawed hand and catches it, stopping it in place. You were caught off guard by this. You lose the track of the fight around you. You just ended your turn. Because otherwise, End your turn and move to the bottom of the initiative order.
I'm already at the bottom.
already there.
People. Stop mocking me.
Hey, he's below me now for sure. Oh wait, he
Stop
already
mocking me.
Alright, so that's the end of your turn.
Okay, fine. Assholes. Fucking
hilarious.
even the crit table has it out for me tonight.
That was great.
was. Perfect.
Alright. This one is going to move forward, getting into range. So, Berwin, you're going to have 4 claw attacks coming at you.
4?
Yep. Alright, do any of those hit?
Hold on.
Oh crap.
The second one, can I protection fighting style?
Sure.
Okay.
The 12.
16. No, I'm sorry.
Okay.
This one I meant.
Yeah, the third attack.
Yeah, the third attack. Oh,
Uh,
third attack. Yeah.
Well,
Alright, so 7, 12, 16, and 14.
I'm gonna parry the 17 or 16,
It's
so
Okay.
it doesn't hit. None of them hit.
well, that was my protection fighting style.
Yes, the 16 would still hit.
Oh.
However, if I parry, my AC goes to 18.
Oh, okay. Well then, never mind.
Alright.
I mean,
so,
I'll still burn
uh,
mine because I already called it. It's fine. I'm good with it.
Yep. Okay. Alright, so with protection from Markinor as well as your parry, you were able to block the 1 claw attack that was close to you. You were able to shrug off all the rest of them. This one, 5, 10. Actually, 2 more are going to come out at you. It's just going to step into the space and then move away. 25 and 13.
Yeah, the 25 hits.
Alright, so
Yeah.
that's 7 slashing and 1 cold. It's going to move into the space and then move back, so you will have an attack of opportunity if you so choose. Wait, no, you don't, because you use your reaction for parry. So,
Yep.
it gets a free attack, gets to move off. Aelion, you have 2 attacks coming at you with advantage.
Oh boy.
23 and an 8.
23 hits.
Alright. Does paralyzed auto crit? I don't remember.
I think I thought unconscious was the only one.
Yeah, paralyzed is only for saves.
Any attack that hits the creature is a critical. The attacker is within 5 feet of the creature. So, that's
Today I learned.
So he will
Today I
get.
That's gonna
so
hurt.
that's 15 slashing damage and 3 cold damage for a total of 18 points of damage to you. All right,
Ouch.
that's those 3. That's that 4th one. The 5th, or wait. Oh yeah, y'all killed the other one. Okay. All right, that's the end of the Yetis. The bigger Yeti is going to turn around towards Kaylin. Not excited
great.
about her slashing. Is going to bring this greatsword around twice.
I'm going to use Defensive Duelist to raise my AC to 22, so that misses.
That's not an attack.
That's not
Oh,
an
that's your
attack.
save.
Sorry.
Okay. Then I'm not using that yet.
Okay. Okay, what about 22?
So, no, I won't use it on that one.
Okay. So that will do... Shit, it's not put into the sheet. I should have done that.
No, wait a
Well,
minute.
that's fine.
Let me look at something real quick. I might be wrong.
Okay. Okay, are you using it or not?
No. Okay.
Okay, that's gonna
I
hit.
just
So
had to
you will
check something, I couldn't
take.
remember.
There it is.
You will take 20 points of damage. 15 of that being slashing damage and 5 cold damage. So the 5 you should get resistance to.
Yeah.
So down to 2. So 18 points, or no, 17 points of damage. From the first attack, number 2. 15?
Doesn't hit.
All right, misses the second one as you agilely dodge out of the way. So we go back to Aelion, who's still frozen. Nericon save. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Still frozen. Jesus. Oh, poor Aelion. Oh,
Leon's having
Alright.
a great night, by the
he's
way.
having a just cannot get rolls. You need to change your color on your little token down there, your little avatar thing. All right, Aelion, unfortunately, still frozen. Kaylin.
Yeah, I don't care. I'm like, okay, you got me. Get you back.
That'll hit. Another 10. Jesus. The streak of 25 plus continues. All right, anything else?
Nope, just gonna stay there.
All right, still just slashing away, taking out chunks of health out of this thing, but it's still very much standing. Aeson, after giving out leadership to everybody, is going to... he's going to help with big old Yeti, I think.
Do it.
Yeah, he sees daggers going around, but this thing hurts when it hits, so he is going to swing his greatsword twice at the big one to his northeast.
Shit's scary.
Shit, he has a weapon I have to roll. 58. Okay, he doesn't drop his sword. Misses the first one. 15, I think, misses on this. Oh, wait, no, sorry. Yeah, he misses the first one. Second one coming around does hit, actually, for 9 slashing damage. Not dropping his greatsword as he swings it through the air. Alright, that's Aeston's turn. Berwin, you're no longer paralyzed.
Oh boy, I'm gonna attack the one to the north, please.
Okay. Natural 20 will hit.
That's crispy.
That's a lot of damage.
Is it a giant creature? It's not, is it?
No, it is a monstrosity.
So it's only 15 plus 8. The 12 plus 9 is only against giants, I believe. If I remember right.
Do we do max damage in this campaign? I can't remember.
We do. Max.
Okay.
We do max.
So that will be...
I can't do that on a PC sheet.
Yeah, 15 plus 12 will be 27 points of damage. You're able to carve just a huge chunk out of this thing's chest, and it screams as it falls to the ground, dying.
Overkill?
Not by much.
It's dead, though.
Overkill's okay, though.
Yep, it's
I'm gonna
definitely
attack
dead.
this one then. Now with my second attack.
Which one was it? The northwest one?
Yes.
Okay.
24.
24.
14.
Alright, another beefy hit. Alright, anything else?
That is it.
Alright, able to do a good chunk of damage slaying one of these Yetis. Markinor.
Markinor is going to cast Spirit Guardians, since we now have a better understanding of how this spell actually works.
Yes. It's not as bad as it was before.
It's not as terrible, but I'm going to add a 15-foot, and it will be in the red section here. So anything within that on the start of their turn will then take that damage, or I can just roll for the damage on their turn.
We'll just keep that damage. That's fine.
Okay.
Either way, I mean, that's solid damage. So,
all
right.
So, do that for my primary action. Going to how is Lay on Hands? It's an action. Okay. I'm going to... that's going to be it. That's all I can do for this turn.
Alright, so these spectral Fey-like guardians being swirling around, not quite hitting the targets yet, but soon.
Soon.
As in now. Alright, so...
That one's dead.
That one's dead. This one's definitely in. This one's kind of... We're going to say the southern one doesn't get hit, but the other one does. For show. Takes half damage, though. So it's 19, so 9 points of damage. He is still standing. He is going to move over the dead body of his comrade, ignoring the Fey Guardians. Is going to...
Don't forget the movement speed thing.
Yeah,
Where
that was only,
where is he
it's 10
moving
feet.
from?
Just from
there
here
to there.
over,
Oh,
yeah.
okay, yeah.
He is going to move in, slowing down a bunch for the difficult terrain, but he's able to power through it, only using 10 feet of his movement, and still seeing a chilled target. It's going to go after Aelion. 2 attacks with the advantage. 19 and 25.
I'm going to use protection fighting style on his second attack.
Okay. 19 and 15.
Yeah, so the 19 hit.
All right. So that's
I'm okay
10
with that.
slashing.
It's
and
one, it's
cold
not
to you.
both.
That's its turn. This one just out of the range of it, but still has a big Wolfican attack. Is going to send 2 at Berwin. 14 and 15.
Both missed.
All right, swipes. You're able to dodge out of the way. This one, not too bright. They're not smart. Gonna move up here. He will make his wisdom save.
Yep. He fails.
9 fails. 19 points of damage. I'll just have you roll it like once per round. I think.
Yeah,
is
like
fair.
at the start of my round, or as I'm
Yeah.
doing each round, I'll just roll for it.
Yeah. All right, so that thing not too smart, but is going to attack Berwin nonetheless. And in a 17 this time.
I'm gonna parry that one.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah,
Blocking
yeah.
again, able to parry off the second claw attack. That's all 3 of them. This guy's starting his turn is going to fails.
fails.
Takes 19.
Mhm.
That hurt.
Mhm.
Leon has 69 health. Nice. Keeps wailing on Kaylin. Not smart enough to turn around. Alright, 2 attacks coming out at Kaylin. 1d20 plus 6. 10 on the first one,
Yes.
19 on the second one.
I'm gonna defensive duelist that one. So miss.
Alright, that uses your reaction, right?
Yes.
Alright. Able to parry off the second one with your dagger, letting the greatsword just kind of slide along its blade and then knocking it aside as you sidestep around it. All the Yetis, minus the one to the southwest of Berwin, are looking kind of beat up. Aelion, buddy. Please make the con save.
Let's see.
Do it.
No.
Oh, come on.
How?
How?
It seems so
You have a
impossible.
+6. How?
Right. I
you're the
haven't.
plus
I haven't
8.
rolled above it. I haven't rolled above a 3.
Yeah, 3's been his highest roll on these.
God.
That's the highest one I've had so far.
With an 11, unfortunately. Still not enough. You are still paralyzed. We might hit the minute mark before you save.
True.
Alright, Kaylin.
Let's keep this train rolling.
It's our 21. You roll 10 damage again, god damn it.
Oh,
like
it's
just
below a 25,
It
but
is
it's
below a
still
25.
over 20.
Still hit 90% of things out there. Jesus. And 10 damage again for the 3rd time. Yeah, you're going to kill this thing with just a war of attrition of dagger shots, apparently. Yeah, it's looking real beat up. All right. Anything else? Was that a no?
Nah, that's it.
Okay. All right. Kaylin just stab over there. Aeson, seeing her stabbing away, but seeing poor Aelion getting wailed on, is going to turn to assist with that. He's going to swing his greatsword twice. Character sheet. There we go. 12 will hit. 22 will hit for a total of 24 points of damage. Oof. Thing. Real hurt. Real hurt. I gotta do something real quick because that's up in my way. Come on, there we go.
Go away.
There we go. Okay. His health bar was in the way. Okay. All right. It's barely standing after 2 big hits from Aeson's greatsword. Berwin.
Oh boy. I'm gonna attack the one to the north.
All right. It's super hurt.
That's fine.
26 will hit.
Is it
He's
dead?
Chop its head off.
I'm gonna attack the northwest. No.
All right. 27 will hit.
11.
11, nice. All right. Not a big chunk of damage, but it's still standing.
That's it.
All right. Markinor.
Okay. Here's the refresh for the upcoming round. So 13
Is that the
plus
upcasted
2.
version?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. So 15 total. And Markinor is going to look over at Aelion, who is just standing there, and say, I swear to Tyr, if you don't do something, I'm going to strangle you and cast Lesser Restoration to get rid of the paralyzed effect.
And you do so. Wowie.
Wow, freaking we. Thank you. Thank you so much.
All
And that's my
yeah.
turn.
All right, so just seeing Aelion just slowly this ice forming all over his body as he just struggles against it but cannot break free of it. I just imagine like your Eladrin form is in summer right now, so you just fucking hate the cold. That's what's causing all this. All right, so Markinor restores you. The ice melts away as you feel your body able to be moved again. That one's dead. This one is in the middle of it, so he's going to make his wisdom save. He's going to fail all over the place, take 15 points of damage. He is going to swing twice at Berwin.
Yeah.
20 and a 21.
Yeah.
I'm gonna protection the first one.
Okay, an 8 will miss then.
Yes.
21 on the second one.
8 will miss. 20. Yeah. I mean, yes.
Okay, so 5 slashing, 4 cold.
9.
This one to your southwest, still just outside of the range of Spirit Guardians, clawing away as he sees an opening to hit Berwin. A natural 20.
God.
And a 17.
I'm gonna parry the second one.
Okay. All right.
But yeah,
Damage.
the 20. Yeah. No, there's absolutely nothing I can.
Rolled once, twice on cold. All right, so that's actually damage is listed as correct. So 16 plus 2, 18 points of damage total. Moving down to Mr. Liter. He starts in the middle. He fails his dex save, takes another con save. Wisdom save is the
15.
big.
Wisdom save.
Yeah, super hurt. Fucking still just dueling with Kaylin. Alright, 1d20 plus 6. 16.
Miss.
12.
Miss.
Just swinging away, being beaten to all to hell by the Spirit Guardians. He looks like he is barely standing. Aelion, you can do things now.
Yay! So very first thing I'm gonna do is pick up the damn sword, finally.
Okay.
14 rounds later.
Right. I guess I'll use that bonus action on it. I guess first I'll swing to ignite it, and I'll swing at this guy to my east.
Alright, Flame Tongue is ignited.
Looking to kill something.
And 13 hits. As Alien comes back and steals the kill.
I was gonna say, I swear to God, if you come back
Rage
and you
burning.
drop your fucking weapon again, I am not helping you.
I know.
I will feed you to the fucking Yeti.
Wow.
Yeah, even with that super low damage, you were just able to stab this thing in the back, the fire covering up, burning some of its fur. It falls down to the ground. You see all these, you couldn't really see it from your perspective, but you see all these puncture wounds from the dagger that Caleb was using on it. Alright.
Walk up to this guy, because I have another attack still.
Uh-huh. Oh, no. Alien,
Third I've had
please. Yes, Jesus. God. Alright, another 2 and up.
I'm literally gonna walk up to him
Oh
and
my
fucking Spartan
God.
kick him in the back, right into
I
the middle
need
of these two.
I need another dex check.
Oh, is this...
Say what? Please. Nice. Okay. You're able to keep hold of the flame tongue this time.
Double digits. Look at that.
Oh God.
God, what terrible luck. All right, yeah, you swing, you miss this Yeti, you feel flame tongue slipping out of your hand once again, but you're able to grab hold of it like, not this time. All right, anything else?
Gosh.
I'm putting that damn sword away and pulling out my rapier. I'm done with it.
All right, you see, pull out the rapier with Shatter Spike in his other hand, like, nope, done with this.
No.
Flame goes out. All right, Kaylin.
Alien, nice of you to show up to steal my kill. I've done more damage with this damn dagger than.
Oh, God.
And then I'm gonna just this one.
Which one?
Oops. Sorry.
This one?
Kill.
Top one.
Top one.
Top one.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, yeah, all three of them hit.
Blast its fucking head off.
She does, yeah. First one was enough. The head explodes to one side. Then you see another one going in, taking out one of the horns on the left side, and the third one hits it directly what's left. This
Yeah.
thing is just decapitated in pieces.
Don't even care.
Does the second one, does the final one even stay around, or is it just stupid?
It's still standing there, yeah.
Okay, it's stupid.
Already knew that.
I mean,
All right, anything
yes.
else, Caleb?
No, didn't even want to change targets. I just wanted that one to hell in front of Alien.
It is.
Just blood
Hey,
all over
Matt.
his face now from that explosion.
Yeah, just explosion, brain matter, small bits of bone, a bunch of blood. You see the stain of blood all over this white crystalline surface. Aeson looks around like that shifty-eyed look between Kaled and Aelion and just kind of shakes his head. Righto, 5, 10, 15, moves around Berwyn over here, stepping over the nasty body and swings his greatsword twice. 23 hits, 11 will not, or 9 will not, sorry. 11 points of damage. Aeson doing much better in this
He is.
campaign compared to the other one, because he missed all of his shots before he died. So Aeson
Before he-
hits...
Oh.
He didn't make it in the other one. Alright, so
Yikes.
Aeson swings twice, able to hit once. This Yeti was yet untouched up until this point, but now is damaged. Berwyn.
I'm hoping to change that fact that it is still standing.
Okay. Hit me with your best shot. Fire away. 21 hits.
15 damage.
Okay, still standing. Also hits.
8 Dang it!
Still standing.
Oh, I'm disappointed in that second damage roll. I don't...
Alright.
I have no bonus actions.
Alright, so swinging away.
Sad face.
Able to do a good chunk of damage. This thing, huge red marks across it as you slash into it, but now it is Markinor's turn.
Markinor's going to step up, which means when this guy's turn starts, he will be in the Guardians. And I'm going to go ahead and roll that here.
Okay,
Not
solid.
bad, 16. And I'm going to reach over to Aelion and using my primary action cast Lay on Hands for 15. So Aelion, I'll take 15 healing. And that'll be my turn.
Alright. Guardian's moving along Markinor as he moves up to Aelion, unfortunately raising him above 69 health. And that's his turn. All
Wow,
the Yetis
I'm
are dead.
at 13
Oh, wait, no, they're not.
HP.
Yeah, you're also going to turn back into yourself, so shut up.
Wisdom save fails, takes 16 points
16.
damage.
Yep.
Still standing.
Oh, okay, so I had no chance of killing it, really.
Goes after Berwyn again.
Bring it, bitch.
13, 20.
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
Yeah.
Alright, 7 slashing and 4 cold for 11.
Ha!
Still standing. Alright.
I have 2
Aelion.
2 HP in a dream.
You're
Got
fine.
flame in his
Real
eyes.
fucking.
Plus another 114,
Right?
120.
Hey, real
And
numbers.
go ahead and describe how you took out the last Yeti, Aelion.
So, just filled with rage and not
It
being able
failed.
to do anything for most of that fight. Aelion just kind of sort of is dancing around him, cutting tendons and ligaments, and kind of makes the Yeti fall to his knees, and then just swiftly decapitates him.
All right. So with that brutal display, you are able to finish off this group of Yetis living in this place. As you look around, as I put on some more ambient music again. All right. As you look around, you see the Yetis don't really have anything on them except for this one leader Yeti that has this pretty magical looking sword. You saw while it was wielding it that it was glowing a bit. And even though it's sitting on the ground now, it still has a bit of a glow to it, lighting up the ground around it. Yeah, it's a great sword. Pretty large, but not too large for y'all to wield if you so chose to do so. And
Too
for
small.
the sake of brevity, as you move up into this chamber that the Yetis came from, you're able to find a small hoard up into the northeastern part of it, in a small alcove. You're able to find a hoard of 11 ivory tusks, all of them weighing 2 pounds each. Can't spell. Ivory tusk, worth 200 gold piece each. You find a small bound of snow that has them within it. Again, that's the loot you get from that, the ivory tusk as well as the great sword, which once again, definitely leaking magic. There's at least one of you in the party that are using a great sword. Well, 2, sorry. Aeson's a member of the group now.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
I mean, my great sword's better than that. I don't care what anybody says.
That's because that's what your greatsword tells you.
It's true.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Alright, so as you find yourselves here
I mean,
within
woof,
this glacial...
Growl.
Yeah, just growling. You find yourselves within this glacial rift, seeking out more about this particular giant infestation, or what's going on exactly. You find yourselves in another fortress that could be connected to them, though you haven't seen any giants as of yet. But you can continue on from here, but that is where we're going to go ahead and end the session for the evening.
Yeah.
Yay, murder party.
Yay.
Hey, we did some major shopping this session.
Yes?
We had a shopping montage that was amazing.
Oh yeah.
I saved a lot of
So much
money with a single nail. I wish I'd taken more from that guy.
So much money.
That one nail was 7 grand.
Holy shit. Like that, like we spent, just think about this. Like the entire populace of where were we at?
Neverwinter.
Neverwinter? The entire populace of Neverwinter is now going to have an influx of gold thanks to us showing up and spending just thousands of gold in like a matter of hours. Like everybody's rich now. Like the fucking
Like the
urchin
place
boys
they got
that are
load.
running around in the streets are running around in fur coats now.
I mean, I essentially spent
I'm gonna
30
go. I'll be right back.
2,000.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I saved money.
I mean, Markinor
Don't know
didn't
how.
really. I mean, he spent $5,000 to find something, but beyond that,
Yeah.
like that was it. Hell
I
no.
also. Oh, I need to get the potion shop's name.
Yeah.
Because I actually
Alright.
need to remember it this time.
Say bye to stream.
Bye, stream.